Don't argue with Leone. On the Gabby game, we don't argue with Leone. That is rule number 1 and the only rule of the Gabby game. Okay, don't argue with Leone. She is the voice of adjudication. How are we, everyone? I like how the Gabby game now does interrupt being able to say good morning and hello. I take it quite seriously. There's loads of things that I need to like make sure are working for the stream. Like, is the sound actually working? Can you hear me? Is the music at the right level? Have I done the tweet? All of these things. But instead I'm like, come on, they're going to do the Gabby game. They're going to do the Gabby game. Still no dice. We haven't managed to do it yet. Look, by the way, although you can't actually see because now MJ has written Gabby over it. But Lenny's in here. We've got Lenny upstairs today. Kat's gone to a spin class or something that girls do. I'm not sure. And see, I brought Lenny up here. I've given him his little bed and he's got in it. He's facing the other way, but look, he's got a little bed in the corner. Thought that'd be nice, wouldn't it? As everyone was asking about him yesterday. So there we go. How are we? How was your Saturdays in the end? How's your Sunday morning going? Hope all is well. Winter is indeed coming. Indeed, Joey. Very Game of Thrones, which I've not watched.
X10.
So,
Winter
does that make
is
me
coming.
a bad person if I've not watched any of Game of Thrones? None. How are you doing? How are you doing though, Joey? Thank you very much for the 10 months. I appreciate you. Dude, bud, mate, friend. Those are all the words, aren't they? Yes, it's amazing. No. I mean, that's conflicting already, to be honest. I watched it all in a week for a bet. Wow. How much was the bet? Not worth it, I see. Oh, friends, exactly. I moved house yesterday. Shattered, woke up and ordered a Starbucks to the new flat. Nice, Dom. That is a bit of a flex. New flat, moved house, ordering Starbucks in. Get in. Love that. 100 quid, worth it then. Fair. Well, no, you just said it wasn't worth it, so maybe not. You haven't watched it either. My excuse all the way through, like, whilst it was a thing, was that I feel like this is a thing with series. People keep it quiet for the first bit, and then you realise that you're not on the train, and everyone else has watched it. Better Call Saul, when it was like the final, whatever, recently, I was like, people were watching that. Should I have been watching that? Because I watched the first 2 episodes and then didn't bother. Because I thought it was boring. And I loved Breaking Bad. And then realised that people were actually watching Better Call Saul. But they keep it quiet. Same with Game of Thrones. That I didn't realise that everyone was on this train. And then it was too late to get on it. I was behind. And then I thought, right, when it's finished, I'll watch all of it. And I'll be actually the winner here. Because I'll get to I'll have no breaks in between watching it. I can watch it, binge it as much as I want. And then I never did. Because it seemed like too much to take on. And everyone moaned about the ending. So that's where I'm at with it. How you doing, Bill? Welcome back for another month. Appreciate you, dude. Look what I've put on here. I can actually do... Look, that is probably the best bit of modding I've done in a very long time. I can actually press a button to put subs into the chat now, rather than just these things, which is what I was just doing forever. I could do both now. I didn't hear about it till season 3, so then can be bothered. Exactly.
Jack underscore S 18 resubscribed X2. Morning, folks.
And then everyone's on it, and then you've missed it, and it's like, oh... I've missed that then, have I? Didn't watch it just before the last season, really enjoyed it. Oh, really? You watched it quite late as well, Skilly? I do think one day I will do that. Jack, thank you for the 2 months. 2 of my favourite ever resubs there, chat. You know this. 2 months is my favourite resub. It means you're back. You've liked your first month, where you might have been gifted one, or you might have just, I'll take a chance on this channel. Now you're back for another one. Love that. How you doing, Jack? Thank you, dude. I appreciate you and Bill and Joey. 3 resubs this morning. Lovely stuff. I'm more excited for the spin-off of the Sea Snake and the 9 Voyages. Those are all words that I know, just not in that order. No, not a clue. Keeney's talking about Deliveroo. Remember, update your address on Just Eat and Delivery. My mate didn't and sent a full Indian takeaway for 2 to his old house. That is a nightmare. That is a nightmare. Although, what did I order to my old flat not that long ago? Oh, it was an FM shirt. You know, the FMFC away shirt? I ordered that to the old flat. And then I did, to be fair, I did email them and say, could you update the order? And they were like, yeah, definitely. It's all updated. Definitely all fine. We've put the new one in. Don't worry about it. All good. And then it didn't happen. Am I quiet? I can turn myself up slightly. Is that better? Were the subs loud? I don't know. If it was loud, maybe. I'm not sure. And then it still went to the old flat. So they did send another one to here, but someone got a free FMFC shirt. Maybe I think maybe I knocked down my my mic a little bit. Hopefully it's better now. Are you ever going to do a Brighton save? I'm not sure. I wouldn't say never. I think Brighton are quite an interesting team now with De Zerbi coming in and new manager in that and life after Potter. But I'm not sure. I am not sure. Someone sub again so we can test the levels. Good, Ollie. That's good. That is the only way that this scooter is going to pay for itself, isn't it? If people keep subbing. Do we get a sub goal for the... No, that is too far. That is too far. Dave, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Good morning. Good morning. Do you know what I was looking at this morning, chat? And I'm not going to buy this because it's a very unnecessary purchase, but I was like, should we get a new camera that can do full 4K? That would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm not sure anyone needs that in their life, but that's what I was looking at this morning. But I think it's definitely a case of the scooter so I can scoot to my car or the camera. Probably neither, to be honest. I'm looking forward to the next Gary Megson show episode. Yeah, soon. Soon. I actually need to record that today, but I've played up to the point where I can record, so I did use my time yesterday doing that.
Okay.
I did, but my sub alerts don't ever work. Refresh the stream, Pav, and try again. Why is that a thing? That shouldn't be a thing. Yeah, Lenny in 4K. Can you imagine? 4,000 pixels of your face is very much needed. Thank you, Ollie. It would be nice. It would be a nice upgrade because I'm trying to do. I think like. I've been trying to up the... I don't know if people have noticed this. I've been trying to up the quality of the YouTube videos in terms of... Not in terms of my quality of doing a YouTube video, but the actual picture quality. I mean, I'm trying to improve too, but obviously, but you know what I mean. So I think a next one would be the camera, potentially. Because this camera's great. It's a Sony A5100. I really love it. It's like, if you Google best streaming cameras, this is like the best budget option for them. But... it's quite limited in terms of how good you can make the picture quality. With you did upgrade the ability of making the videos. I'm trying. we are indeed using the non-sponsored. Maybe FM23 is the year where we finally get the Ember sponsor, but let's cover that up. We are using the non-sponsored Tory mug. So cheers, everybody. There you go, Pav. Oh, thank you.
Pavem resubscribed X17.
Was that super loud? If so, I don't know how to change it, and I've not changed it, so sorry. Pav, thank you for the 17 months. I feel like your resubs never do actually come through. Maybe it is, you just need to refresh it. That was fine, was it? Okay, I think I was just quiet. Yeah, it could have been. Turns out I'm stupid. Yeah, you have to refresh for it to pop up in the chat, and then you share it, right? Because I did not realise you had got to 17 months of being subbed, Pav. And that must have been because you've not been sharing them, which is outrageous. That's a long time now. Thank you, buddy. Let me do some of them in there. There you go. Turns out I'm stupid. Excellent work. How you doing? Nice barbecue. Welcome in, dude. And hello, everyone else. Should we do a very quick check-in? Just checking in. How are we? Out of 7. Are we good? I'm going to pop myself in here. 6 out of 7. I'm feeling all right. Feeling pretty good. It is sad that it's Sunday because that means work again and it's a 5-day week, but we are where we are, right? 3, MJ, I hope it improves over the course of today. We're going to do an emote refresh for FM23 and possibly I might ask somebody to remake all of my emotes, but keep we can do a bit of a vote about which ones to keep and then they can remake them to look nice. I'd like them to have a bit more of a theme, and there's definitely emotes in there that we don't need anymore. Like, do we need the Osman one? Do we need like... I don't know. I'd like them to be... I like to refresh them. I would probably like to do that, yeah. We'll see. Can we keep Brub? Of course, yeah. The coffee's brought me up to a 5. We take those. 5 out of 7, 6 out of 7, 3 out of 7 for Leone. I hope that improves as well. Gabby out of 7, good. Not down my ones. I have to do gardening later. Nice. Gardening is hard work, isn't it? And when I say gardening, I mean sweeping leaves. That is a lot. That is hard work. Tiring. Tweet out you need a graphic designer. You get loads of replies. You do. If you're ever lonely, chat, and you ever just want some replies and some Twitter engagement, just tweet that you need a graphic designer. Get loads. Remember when we did that to Will? Are we getting any FIFA streams this week after last year's career mode? Probably not. I don't think I've got time. And I will probably get the new FIFA, mainly just so I can play pro clubs, which is what, like, I've been playing with John quite a lot recently, even on the older. It's good. It is fun, isn't it, pro clubs? But yeah, I don't know about that. Did anyone see how I got Phil on Twitter or in his stream? I opened my starter pack on the web app and got some French striker called Henry or Henri. So I just messaged him saying I packed Henri in my starter pack, and then yeah, he thought it was obviously thought it was Henri. Good, got him, didn't I? Yeah, new FIFA for AFC Richmond could be quite fun, to be fair. Yeah, it was Terry Henry. Yeah, brilliant. It's my first year without FIFA. Foot is not a healthy game mode. It absolutely isn't, Jack. I would agree with you. It's yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? It's definitely not healthy. Beyond, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, dude. Hope you're good. AJ3 spent 30k of FIFA points and got no walkouts. Jesus Christ. I feel like that happens a lot, right? Is that 30k of his actual money, or is that 30k of FIFA? Like, how much money is that? How much is that in to the pound? The pound's doing well, isn't it? There's a conversation starter. That's like a have you seen the price of the old man conversation starter, you know what I mean? Spent 30k of FIFA points and got no walkouts. Yeah, good Ollie. 30k of FIFA points, about 200 quid. So it's not as bad. People spend a lot more, don't they? The pound is low, isn't it? And then that's it. That's as far as the conversation goes. It is very low though. I'm down for clubs, by the way, as lack of cross plays kills it as nobody to play with. I know it is rubbish, isn't it? What are you on, Pav? Are you on PS5 or Xbox? About that. What were you about that in that? The pound is mudded. That's a less adult way of doing it. Yeah, Pav, maybe we can. Yeah, good shout. Sames. I think I saw Bateson's loaded up with about 1.8 million. Yeah, they are madness. But they literally, they make all of their money back, don't they? Nearly irrelevant is the pound. It is. It's true. Look how adult we are with these conversations. Farmer Gui, thank you for the follow. Welcome back. Interest rates going up hopefully means saving rates go up soon. Yes. Should we play for FM? A bit sad that... yeah, that is sad, Joey. The pound at an all-time low and you're going to America, that you can't really finesse the system as well, can you? It's basically a business expense. For the FIFA streamers, it really is, isn't it? It really is. All right. Should we jump in? I've well, I don't know what I was going to say there. This is where we got to yesterday. Very zoomed in at the moment. Let's zoom that back out and check in. This is actually, yeah, Financial Times chat has finished indeed, yes. Didn't quite realise it, but have you seen how good we've been this year? It's not bad, is it? Let me just move that down slightly. We've won all of our games, and we've won our last 4 games. 5-1, 6-0, 6-1, 6-1. We're in quite good form at the moment. This is the year we're building a legacy, isn't it? We've got Mainz at home next, then Chelsea in the Champions League. It's like lots of winnable games, even if maybe Chelsea will be difficult, but lots of winnable games in there as well. We do, though, have also a Brazil game or 2 Brazil games, which I think I'm going to instant result. I'll just change the skin when we have these Brazil games and we'll go and instant result those, I think. Building a dynasty, exactly. Building a legacy, a dynasty. Should we do dynasty or legacy? I wrote legacy in the title, but maybe we should do dynasty. I think I might prefer that. Harry Maguire has now become the least expensive centre-back of all time. Only about 20 euros with exchange rates. Good. I was looking at a nice article. This article kind of like goes around every year, doesn't it? On like adjusting transfer fees to the inflation rates and the price of things these days. I was looking at like Kevin De Bruyne would be 150 mil now for what City paid for him, which does like make you think about some signings. It was a very Liverpool biased, like focused. It was a Liverpool writer that was writing it, talking about Nunez's price. That if you adjust it to inflation, which obviously isn't really a metric that you will use, but if you adjusted it to how the inflation, it means that he would have cost Liverpool the same as what Baba Rahman cost Chelsea. That is madness, isn't it? I know that, like, take all of that with a pinch of salt, obviously, and I still think Nunez is a lot of money, etc. But Baba Rahman, same amount of money. And there's a couple of other ones in there as well that kind of showed that too. Chelsea will be fuming when they lose to a team of Brazilians. Yes. Clay's Dynasty sounds like a terrible 80 spin-off. What, of Dynasty, yeah. Maguire's been reported saying he deserves to be United captain, and the only reason he is out of the team is because Varane and Martinez have won a few games together. So, I mean, isn't that a completely reasonable reason that he should be out of the team? The people who have replaced him have made the team start winning, right? Zidane is the most expensive player with Fredo inflation. Yeah, exactly. Do you think Nunez will come good? Yeah, I think he will. I think he will. Yeah, we have drinks. We've got the Ember mug, as I showed before. We've also got this one's. Why does it do that? We've also got the spotty glass is back, everybody. Everybody's least favourite glass. The spotty glass with the weighted bottom. It's a very weird shape, but it's got some orange squash in it. So cheers, everyone.
Follow me. Okay.
After you mentioned it yesterday, Leonie, I had to try and bring it back, right? Get off. You didn't work this out. It was on the Tifo podcast. Yeah, there you go. Looks lovely. Any coasters? No. Although it's currently on this. It was leaning on this, which is just the thing from my headphones box. So that's acting as a coaster. Although there is coasters over there. Do you want to see a lovely coaster? There's this coaster over there. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice. Nice little coaster on the beach. Look at those white legs. Let's put it on that one. Lenny dog coaster, yeah. Oh! Let's put this back on. Has anyone got a way that I can make that stay on without coming off all the time? Because it is really annoying. Nunez was getting offered around last summer for 30 mil. Still got to wait if it was a one-season thing on his form. Yeah, he's getting offered around for that because that's what the Portuguese teams do, though, right? Take that with anybody. Have you seen that Bellingham was had a trial at Liverpool to join from Birmingham? That's mental, isn't it? That Liverpool were quite close to signing Bellingham directly from Birmingham, which adds another layer to the weight that they really do see something in him, don't they? So like you could say that, and then players go up in price as they get older and better and have more pedigree. But yeah, still got to wait and see, I think, James, but I think it'll be fine. It is a weird case. The way that... Why am I over here, by the way? Well, how have I moved to there? How am I... There we go. Why did I just go to the middle of the screen a bit? Is that when I knocked it or something? One good season in Portuguese League. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if they go for his brother, Job. Yeah, I would not be surprised either, really. We went for a little walk, though. That was weird. Haaland at Everton, but we thought the 200k was a bit steep. Yeah. Haaland must have been like touted about to a few teams when he was at Salzburg. Definitely. Even when he was in Norway before that. Like he wasn't a secret, was he, Erling Haaland? If you go back to any old FM, he was a wonder kid on a lot of FMs back then. Who buys players from Portugal? Yeah. I think it's a good place to do your shopping if you're a football club. Bellingham is by far the best player in the England team, and the fact he's 19 is scary. It is. I don't think England will get anywhere close to getting the best out of him, though, which is a worry. Yeah, it was while he was at Norway, was it? Thought 200k to sign him. Imagine. But yeah, I think Nunez will be fine. I think it's very weird. That's become a thing, hasn't it, on social media? Which, fine, whatever. Right, I'm just going to change to this skin so that we can do a instant result for the Brazil games, because I'm really not that interested in this. You can't even pay him a week of wages for that now. I know, madness. Do you go into Madrid for the Casemiro money? Possibly, James. Possibly. I think Madrid will definitely be a contender to sign Bellingham. I think City will as well. So I could see either of those. Let's just do a quick pick, and we'll play a few of our lads, but not necessarily all of them. Let's just do that. Right, I'm going to instant result the Brazil game. We're playing Venezuela. I've only selected 8 outfield players. Well, that's not true. What? That's a lot. What do you mean I've only selected 8 outfield players? Okay. Right. Don't know what that was doing. That was weird. You can see City 100% going for him to replace Bernardo. Yeah. And Chelsea if the owner finds him on FIFA. Also true. England won't get out of the group with Southgate. I mean, barbecue. We were talking about that on the podcast yesterday, and we were actually going through it like, oh god, like it's a worry. We've won 3-1. Leo scored, Gil scored, and Yangal Herrera scored an own goal. We've won our game. They scored very late. So that's good news. I'd like to see where that puts us. Puts us a point behind Argentina. We play Argentina quite soon, actually. Yeah, it is a genuine worry, isn't it? Anything on here that we need to look at? Don't think so. Oh, was that City watching Jolson? 85 million City and for Jolson. Yikes. Please don't. The group is a potential banana skin. Absolutely. Like, if you look, Iran, going to be horrible to play against. Should win that game, though, right? Surely. Pav, literally, I've talked about my 11. It's quite similar. Like, Maddison, I have no idea why he's not in the team. Or in the squad. The squad. Maybe not the team, but the squad. Yes, Kyrilos Magdi, if you load the Renzi skin, you can simulate a match. It's like a hidden feature in the game that you need a skin to enable. That dog, man. Can you hear it or not? He stopped now. Every time we stream, every weekend, that dog goes mental. I don't think it's at us, but it is annoying. 3 teams basically go through in the World Cup. There is that, isn't there? So like, I don't think they will go out in the group, but it isn't a nice group for England games. I think we'll get out of the group as well, but none of those games are going to be fun. None of them are going to be fun, are they? Like, USA will be so up for it. My actual big hope is that the USA will come and try and play football against us and try and attack and try and win, which I think is good for England. And then I think Wales will do the thing of being a bit smarter about it and make it difficult, be difficult to play against, etc. When we played Germany, does he just go for it, start all the random and see what happens? Well, I sort of said this, right? The way that he set up against Italy seemed to me like he was doing oh God, I'm in a bit of trouble here. We need to win a game. I'm going to pick I'm basically going to pick my first team. And then they didn't beat Italy, didn't play well. And now he's made more of a rod for his own back. Now he should be more worried about his job after playing his first team and not winning. Imagine he made a few changes. He then has he has an out. If he makes a few changes, brings in Tamori, brings in, Tony up front, whatever, and we don't beat Italy, he goes, yeah, but we had to try players before the World Cup, right? They've deserved their chance in the team. It's not the result that matters. But he doesn't have that out now. So I think now, does he have to go and try and beat Germany and play better? Or does he use this opportunity to play different players? I don't know what the best thing to do is, but I don't think playing the first team against Italy, maybe with hindsight, was a good idea. He has no reason why to change the team. Yeah, unless still, the reason that he wants to win that game now is not because of the context of the game. It's because of the context of his job, right? And the feeling around him as the manager. Yeah, Iran will be a nightmare. Knockout competitions are hard to predict. They aren't about tactics. Only I see it as about the mental state more. There's definitely the motivation and mental state of the players. 100%, Magdi, 100%. Just go for it. Back four. Play players who are on form and in right positions. Please. Right? Please. Thing is, with that squad he's picked, it makes it actually hard to be able to do that. He's picked he's picked all defenders. But not putting players like Tony in the squad for that Italy game is madness to me. Madness. Fabinho's out, so we'll change him. Instant result, this one. We're playing Paraguay. I have zero understanding of why Tamori isn't playing. Same. Yeah, I saw KDB complaining about the internationals, talking about it's boring always playing Wales. Yeah, it's true. I think you have to have 2 goalkeepers on the bench though, Pav. Weirdly, I think that's actually a rule. I remember it happened in a tournament and everyone was going, what are you doing? And leaving out whoever it was that got left out. But I think you have to have 2 keepers on the bench, which is madness. We've drawn 0-0 there, which isn't a great result, is it? We've had 28 shots, but drawn 0-0 with Paraguay. That means that we stay second, but it's not amazing. Argentina might actually win this group. So far, so good, though, it says. So, I mean, they're not upset with it, which is good. Right, we're back to club competitions now, so we'll turn that back off. Not in the Nations League. Oh, really? I think you still have to, even in the Nations League. He must do, surely, right? There's no reason to have done that unless you have to in the Nations League, surely. But of course, the Dutch coach has gone mental and has to bring. That's mad. It's not a tournament. Yeah, I agree. It's a mental rule, but he must have been following the rule to have done that though. All right. Let's continue. We've got Mainz in 3 days. Let's get ourselves back to Hertha form. Yeah, technically it is a tournament. A very stretched out, boring tournament. Nah, it's a Southgate thing. I'm sure it's not. Unless he's... Nah, it's not. Unless he's doing the, like, I'm picking my World Cup squads. But no. That makes me feel better. Good. A guy who in Serie A doesn't get picked. It's like Italy not picking Verratti because he plays for PSG and won the league. It is crazy how Tomori's not getting a look in. And you're playing somebody like Harry Maguire, who isn't in their club team. That is mad. Brazil are only 12th in the world rankings. England are top, even with Greg in charge. Do you need to rest the Brazilians who just played twice? Possibly. Yeah, let's rest a couple. Just for a day. They're not too bad, but yes, good shout. Let's rest these guys. Basically anyone who's a little bit tired. I don't know why I'm resting. Hang on. There we go. And then also Jonathan from church. For a day. Tomori Kilman partnership be so much better than anything we have right now. I'm not even joking. Joey, I think Allcut did a tweet about the squad. And I genuinely said, I don't know how Kilman hasn't got a look in. I'd probably bring him into the squad. I don't understand how he's not in the squad. I would not pick him to start, but genuinely, it's a bit mad that he's not even like been mentioned. Same with Ryan Sessegnon. If we're going to play wing backs, why is Sessegnon not even being like thought about as the left wing back? So I think he's easily in better form and better than Luke Shaw at the moment. 6'4", left-footed centre-back. He's a Rolls Royce. I like him. And also, the other thing I put in that tweet was, and I know that neither of these have actually declared or want to play for England potentially, but surely you go and like look at Jack Harrison potentially too. Go and look at like Michael Elise and Ebery Eze and talk to them and say, come and play for England. Because Elise, is he going to get a look in at France? He's played under 21s at France. Go and tell him you're going to start. You're going to play for England. Because I think they're both players that you'd love to have, especially if you play sort of some of the systems we could play. Like, there's players there. Sessegnon isn't a patch on Chilwell. I'm not saying he is, to be fair. He's in the. That's literally why I compared him to Shaw. But I'd have Sessegnon as a left wing back option over Shaw, and Shaw's made that squad. So, not Igor Kilman, although he'd be great. Foden is garbage on the right. Eze would have been in for the Euros but got injured. Yeah. But they don't have a British passport. Well, I think they do. I think both were born in England. So I imagine they would. Foden, I said this also. Has Phil Foden had a good 5 minutes for England? I think we said this yesterday. Can you name 5 minutes where Foden's played well for England? He's excellent for City. He's really good. And you watch him for City, you think, what a baller. What a player we've got for England there. But has he had a good 5 minutes? What is more important for winning the Champions League multiple times in a row? Squad building or tactics? I don't know if there is one that's more important out of those. First tactics, then squad building, I'd say. You have to squad build for that tactic, I would say. He was brilliant against Germany, to be fair. He was decent, I suppose, in that. But, like, was he even then? Was he Man City Foden? Yeah, Musiala would have been a miss. I watched England 23 years ago. Eze and Reece James were the best players on the pitch by far. Yeah. Like, why are we not trying really hard to do that? Also, Reece James was really poor against Italy. I thought he was probably our most disappointing player. Which I would have picked him, obviously, even like with the form of the other players. But also, he's like playing a right wing backs thing. And I like James, so maybe it's between those two. But isn't this like the best time to use Trent? Like, if you're going to create a system where they don't have to defend your right wing backs, isn't that the perfect time to play Trent and try and integrate him and try and make him work for England? Yeah, Joe, we said that. I don't know how James Maddison's not playing. Tell you what, though, this is what I also said in... Who says no to this? Southgate out. You bring in Rodgers right now for the World Cup and let him go and play attacking football, and you go and have a go. Who says no? Genuinely, I think that might be what I would do. Talking of Haaland, him and Sesko both scored yesterday against each other. Did they actually? Don't let Rodgers anywhere near it. I think you're being blinded. Nah, I think Rodgers would genuinely be the best shout. Just right. I think 100%. I think you're being blindsided by his recent form at Leicester. I think, like, if you think every manager has like this shelf life and they run their course as a manager, and I think he's just got to the end of the road at Leicester. If you want to think, even if you want to think short term, Rodgers would come in and he'd create a front three that would be brilliant. I know he's Northern Irish. I don't think that's an issue here. If you think Brendan wouldn't take that job, I think he absolutely would. Rodgers would jump at any job. Don't give me Dyche. No. You are mental. If you're complaining about Southgate and how negative he is, you cannot come along and say Dyche, please. Mental. Yes, please. 4-2-3-1 from Rodgers doesn't change it. I'm all for him managing, and he's a snake too. He is a snake. But he would make us better. I'm convinced of it. He got to European semi-final, 2 fifth places, FA Cup. Exactly. And think of how good the football was. Like, this is the thing. This is Rodgers with amazing footballers. This England team. Or Greg Irwin. That's a good shout. Might as well bring Big Sam back. Mourinho. See, Mourinho would be boring as well. It does. I mean, I'm not convinced about Mourinho anymore. Like, I feel like he's a very 2000s manager. I don't know if he's a 2020s manager. Just hope we're grouped so they can finally sack him instead of saying succeeded expectations. Yeah. Poch for England. See, I worry about Poch for England because I think Poch is more of a long-term builder of a manager. And I think he turns us into a good team over a 5-year period. But I don't want a 5-year period for England because we've just done that and we didn't win anything. Tuchel, I worry about getting any type of attacking management like play out of. Like, I like Tuchel. I think he'd probably be on the list somewhere. But I think genuinely, as you look through the list, no one likes a 5-year period. No, look at Rodgers, right? What I'm getting from this, there's no obvious replacement. For me, there is, but maybe that is the reason. Maybe that is the reason. Good morning, by the way. Bielsa. I mean, I reckon we'd be awful under Bielsa. Let's get Nagelsmann then when Tuchel goes to Bayern. We need to get the XXX will be boring out of our head. England need a gaffer that would get results now. Yeah, but I don't think the boring managers would. That's, I think, the problem, though. I think that I don't know if we can get that out of our head. I think, and maybe that's harsh on Mourinho potentially, but I think bringing in Dyche is a stupid move. You're underselling at international level, Jose would be levels above. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. And do you know what? If anybody is going to get a buy-in from the players, bringing in Mourinho would be like, oh my god. They would do what he wants. Even if it was, I don't know how long it would be for. Did you know, I looked at the odds yesterday. Graham Potter is the favourite for the job. Which is mental to me. I play Kunagath though, even though we are playing Mainz and they're really good. Let me just do this team and then we'll get started. You really need a boring manager. Look at Portugal. Euros Nation League with the most boring manager. Yeah, I mean, but like, maybe boring manager is the way to go with international football. Like, that's why Southgate has actually got us to semi-finals. But it is, I mean, look at Goldbridge's 4-2-3-1 press. The goal, the Castro goal from Goldbridge's side yesterday. That is inspirational. Benny Wingrove after yesterday. Luke Shaw will be out if you bring in Josie, so that's a positive. True. Yeah, Ollie, that's good. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. There isn't an obvious one. I'd do Rodgers. And I think initially, I'm the same as you when you think, no, not Rodgers. Look what he's rubbish at Leicester, blah, blah, blah. But I think when you actually sum up everything and take everything into context, I think it's exactly what we'd want. But, you know, game of opinions and that. Is that going to get this one wide? Ted Lasso for the job. I mean, I'd be down with that. Jose or Rodgers, yeah. I don't know if Jose would you reckon Jose would take it? Because that's also the thing. If you ask Rodgers, if you wanted to appoint Rodgers right now, he jumps at it. Jumps at it. Perfect out from that Leicester job at the moment. I'm not as sure about Mourinho. Bob Bradley. Brad Bobley, actually. Or just get Greg Irwin. That's probably a tweet in that, isn't there? If we lose against Germany, when is the Germany game? Is it tomorrow? If we lose against Germany, I'm going to tweet Greg Irwin for the England job. I'd be happy with Rodgers, but we never win anything under him. He is a serial bottler, to be fair, isn't he? Because we get backed by much better teams. He's attack first, defense second. Our defense is so weak. But like, is our attack really good? Like, do you just need to actually? Are we focusing? We're playing defensive football with a crap defense, like that. We still we play defensively and then still just get like picked off against good teams. Jose does have the ego to take it, to be fair. That is a great finish from Vinicius. Does he survive a proper drubbing against Germany? That's what I wonder, you know. That's what I wonder. Steve Cooper, my friend, the time is now. Yeah, he doesn't go from Forest now, though, does he? Surely. I'm worried it might end up being Parker. No chance. I think Cooper's more likely than that. But then again, he's not in a job, is he, Parker? So maybe. Nah. Well done for England. Well done. Baldock's got himself a call up. Don't think the drubbing anyone after losing to Hungary. What, Germany? Scott, we're not good enough, Parker. You'll be moaning about lack of signings whilst England manager. Moise. Did you see what? There was the weirdest response to somebody calling him Moise in that thing where he was like, Moise, is it? I was like, all right. Also, David Moyes looks like a ghoul from Fallout. Google it. He does. Get Kevin Keegan back. We'll score one more than you. Hungary beat us 4-0. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Gary O'Neill for England. Good God. We're 2-0 up, by the way, against Mainz, who are a team that finished very close to us. Also, I think they finished second last year. Maybe Bayern got right back up there. Go on, Leo. Gil wins the header. He's going to want to look for the return here. Make the run, Gil. Or do that, Leo. That's also an option, I suppose. So, oh, God. Is the vegan. Moise to play Harold in the Fallout TV show. Yes. Yes. Is Alan Kirbishley still looking for work? He always is. Yeah, he always is. I think Dyche has become that now, hasn't he? Gerrard looks good in a suit. The FA will get eyes. I am worried that the FA would look for like a Gerrard. That is a scary proposition, isn't it? Give it Paul Merson. He needs money. Christ. Okay, they've missed a header there. I'd like a third goal here. Vinicius Jr. is injured. So let's do Martinelli for him. Yeah, Tuchel is definitely one that would be on that list, I think. That's the most Brexit first sentence I've ever read, Keeney. Merson would stick a bet builder on us mid-match. Yeah. Now Gill's tired. What's going on here? Who actually do we take off for Gill here? There's a little thing we can do here, I'm sure of it. This, mate, basically, I think is what we'll do. In fact, no, we can take you off and bring on Kid there. Let's do that. Ollie's at the wheel. Rafa putting his hand out this week. Oh, please not Rafa. I wouldn't mind Dyche. He seems like a guy with a plan. Nah. He does seem like a guy with a plan, but come on. Watch Wayne Rooney get the job. Yeah, I think what Breezy said is the thing here. There's no obvious person. There's no obvious person, but I do wonder if they lose heavily against Germany, or look, even if they look as bad as they are looking, is there a decision to be made? Dyche could play sexy football, I believe. Maybe he could. Maybe he could. But that is a bit of a mental, a mental thing to say. Nah. I don't think I could get behind that. I don't know if I could get behind that. We've won, by the way. American footballer Busio scoring this year. Yeah, right at the end there. Big Gianluca. He's not that big, is he? But he can play everywhere. We've won against Mainz, which is a really good win. We continue our winning run. 8 from 8. 6 points clear at the top. Although Hanover can close that gap if they win their next game. There's not... no, there's not a decision to be made this close to a World Cup. So, like, this is a thing as well. Like, is there not? Is there not a decision to be made this close to a World Cup? Because what are we doing? If they continue to look really bad against Germany, how many games in a row is that now where they look awful? Are we not? Are we writing off a World Cup? Are we saying this World Cup is a write-off? Or are we saying he'll be okay in the World Cup? Because I'm a bit concerned, and I don't actually know which way I fall on this, because I see the sensible thing seems to be, and the thing that the FA will definitely do, by the way, I really think it'll, like, they won't do anything with Southgate before the World Cup. If I was gonna hedge my bets, but are we just writing off a World Cup here after finishing semi-final, final in the last 2 tournaments? Are we then saying, yeah, this next one's a write-off? We'll go get someone after that. What's the point in writing off a World Cup and going, oh, well, what will be, will be, rather than saying, get somebody in? And they sacked Capello a couple of weeks before, by the way. I feel like this is their new turnover. This is a dog melodic. Like, why don't we go and give it to somebody right now and just say, you've got like 6 weeks to turn this into a team? Like, doesn't you get a new manager bounce going into a tournament? Did the FA not earmark this tournament as a one to win a few years back? Yeah, they did, which is why they won't do anything, I don't think. Contract talks, the first team player would like to... I mean, yeah. If you don't really want that much, that's fine. If you want to be a breakthrough prospect, I think that's fine. Might see if I can get rid of these. Sack agent. I kind of think we should give him a new contract. When does his contract run to? 2031. Well, let's give him an extra 2 years if we can. Because he only wants 38k. I feel like we do this now rather than when he wants 80k. I don't know if he'll accept this straight away, but...
Oh, thank you!
Steno_06 resubscribed X21.
I reckon he might take this. Steno! Thank you very much for the 21 months, chap. Show some love, some appreciation. Josie comes in and says, he's the special one. We're going to win it. Imagine the scenes. I mean, yeah, you could get him for 6 weeks. That's what... Genuinely, isn't there an argument? Like, go and get a manager for the World Cup. Like, can we do a diddle here where they continue with their club job and just... Because it's mid-season, can they do, like, their club job and then just, like, be a dual manager like on FM? Like, is there something we can do here? Get Jose and go back. No, not Steve Bruce for the job. It's a thing, right? Could we do this? Oh. All right. He's rejected us. Can I get you to sack the agent now? It seems a bit late, but... there we go. He's brought in Pacheco now. He'll be doing TV anyway, right? Give it Jose till the end of the World Cup. Yeah, Saints sacked the manager like the day before, didn't they? Gus Hiddink. Yeah, there you go. Get an interim manager, right? Couldn't it be fun? Potter for the World Cup. He's barely started anyway at Chelsea. I don't know. Guardiola on loan, imagine. Clates might be pushing it. Yeah. Spain doing it right before was mad. Didn't they like fall out or something though, right? Get Eddie Howe. Newcastle fans might not enjoy that. Lenny can manage. He could. He can. This is true. All right, we've got Chelsea in 3 days. Pep would have a crisis going from Diaz and Laporte to Maguire. True. Okay, fine. I'll give it a go. Right, Breezy's in. Brenner Old... why am I being told about this? We had you for like a day and sold you for 5 million profit after a loan where you didn't play a game. What a bit of business. What business? Sir Alex out of retirement. Jose is incredible at the beginning too. He is. That's what I mean. Yeah, overloaded. Kev has submitted his resume. I think it was that Lopetegui. Yeah, it was, right? They wanted him in ASAP. Yeah, I think it was Lopetegui, wasn't it? Agreed to go to Real Madrid, announcing it just before, which annoyed them. That was it. Yeah. They fell out because Lopetegui was going to Real Madrid. We all know at the end of the day, we will end up with Manuel Pellegrini as the next manager and all be incredibly disappointed. 6 weeks, 6 million. He does it all day. What, Jose? I mean, whether it be the right long-term decision or not, if they turned around right now and said Jose was going to be the manager going into this World Cup, I would be excited. I would be like, oh, we're making moves. Right? Frank de Boer to England, here we go. Oh, no, please no. Please no. Please no. I'd buy an England shirt with Mourinho on the back. Right, there we go. All right, I'm in. You've charmed me. Mourinho to England. Tweet it. Get it tweeted. If they announced him with Stormzy, I'd never go have a go at the FA again. I mean, literally, it's written for them. Why England doesn't go for Joachim Löw? Is foreign coach not favourites for England after Capella? I think there probably is a little bit of that, to be honest. Also, because of it was the finger sniffing thing, probably. Can't really look past that, can you? Doesn't matter what your record is if that's your first thought when you see a name. I bet Sir Alex could do it for 6 weeks. I'm not sure. I'm in. I'm on the Mourinho for England bus. Oh, bless you, please, Jordan Henderson. Yeah, former German coach, etc., etc. Yeah, they do, Maurian. Took me 10 minutes to convince you. It did. It did. I still think Rodgers would be good, but there you go. My shout would be Slaven Bilic. No tactics, just vibes. I mean, isn't that Southgate? No tactics, no passing to each other, no attacking. I bet we end up with Dean Smith, yeah. Who's under 21's manager now? Because that's who gets the job. Thank you, Stephen. Is it AD Boothroyd? Was it Lee Carlisle? Jose starts tomorrow, yeah, definitely. All right, Chelsea in the Champions League. We've got a couple of minor injuries, annoyingly. Let's sort those. Can Dodo play on the left? Sort of, but not really. AD Boothroyd is no longer in the job. Yeah, I know. Who is it? Is it Carlisle now, is it? Has anyone suggested Gary Megson? No one suggested Gary Megson. What's going on? Not Lee Carlisle. That's not his name. Lee Carsley, isn't it? What? Literally read what someone wrote. Lee Carlisle. Lee Carsley, yeah. Jody Morris is just the modern day Steve Holland, yeah. Big Sam does have a 100% record with England, true. Then drank a pint of wine, though. Alisson, Eder Militao, Paulo Cesar, Gabriel Pereira, Fabinho, Leo Gil, Costa, and Angelo Martinelli. Wino, Vinicius, slightly injured. We need our boy on the bench, Neymar. How did you feel about Southgate after the last World Cup and Euros? I've not been Southgate out at any point except for between the past two international breaks, where I thought, do you know what? Have we got to the end of the road with him? Because he literally got us to the final, and I was almost reluctantly accepting that he's doing a pretty good job. Like, reluctant, and I think we were doing well in spite of Southgate a lot of the time, but it was getting results and results we'd never seen before. So I was like, do you know what? I think he's a good talker. I think he's a nice bloke. I think there's a lot of positives about him. I think he's a little bit tactically restricted, but he's getting us to final. So maybe I'm wrong. That's how I felt. The more time that goes past, the more I look back on how we played in that final from the position we were in, where I thought, did we miss a massive opportunity there? Well, we definitely missed a massive opportunity there. Does a different manager win us that final from the position we got ourselves in after going 1-0 up right at the start? Like, was there really any excuse not to have won that final, all things considered? Maybe looking back on it, I feel like we've let ourselves down there by having Southgate, right? Serena wins it us, yeah, 100%. And then, but that is definitely that's like revisionism, isn't it? That's looking back and thinking this, because at the time I was like, we were just unlucky, etc. So maybe. I just think now, without the good feeling around him, I think now we will really struggle. There's Mason Mount, by the way, who he insists on playing every game. He was too passive. Yeah. Yeah, Jack. I have no comment about Southgate until he picks some ridiculous... Until he always picks some ridiculous players for England. He does, seems to be. Mancini scored him in the finals, fuming. He did, didn't he? From being a goal down as well. And you could feel it like slipping away. The whole of the second half, you're like, it's gone. It's gone. It's slipping away. Did you hear what Mancini said about England, by the way? It's like, they'll be one of the favourites in Qatar. Madness to say that after the game they just played. He's a nice bloke, etc. Yeah. I think, well, to be fair, I think you can go too far in dismissing the nice bloke thing. Maybe not the nice bloke thing, but it is a morale manager being an international manager as well. And it's about, like, tournament football is about creating the group and winning because you're part of the group and it's this team game, etc. I think he is good at that side of it, which is half of it. But you need them to have, you need to be good tactically as well. And I don't think he has been. There's too many. Like, in that same Euros, we drew 0-0 with Scotland and looked absolutely dire. Like, so bad. And we scraped past Denmark in that same tournament. Like, there's a lot to be said that we weren't very good. And he kind of pinned all of his... We were, like... We sort of all got convinced that he was good because we beat Germany. Which was good. I really like how he handles the media and prevents the classic media onslaught for the final. Very, very efficient. Probably deserved it throughout the tournament, but since he's looked a shadow of himself. Yeah, I don't think he's looked as good as that since. Yeah. Yeah, that was mad, Jack, as well, the Rashford thing. Taking Foden off against Scotland. And, like, at the time, you could kind of go, yeah, but to be fair, it's a group match. A draw is not the worst thing in the world. But then you look back at it and think, why are we not like... Why were we so negative? So negative. We're not playing very well here. The Germany game made me thought he turned a corner. Yeah, same. Same. Okay. I think we might lose to Chelsea here. It's going to be our first loss of the season. He's now reaching Woy levels. In terms of the football we're playing, he kind of is. Look, what is that defending? Good save, Alisson. Don't care about tactics in bid tournaments, but his sub decisions too. I don't think he makes great subs, but I think that is tactics, to be honest. Isn't it? Glenn Hoddle with Rooney, Lampard or Gerrard as his assistant had England playing good football. You think Glenn Hoddle should be the manager of England? Okay, is Neymar the best option here? I guess he probably is, because Gill's having a shocker. We'll do Neymar in the middle. Oh yeah, the Muller miss, madness. Crazy, but what a moment. What a moment. Let's do Brian. Change the attackers around, get Neymar on. That's exactly what I've done, yes. Here we go, look, straight away, set piece from Neymar. Gabriel, he's hit the bar or nodded it narrowly over. I know, Mark, Stephen, I didn't even know what to say to it. Literally didn't know what to say to it. I was like, okay, let's just... I don't know. Leo also on a 6.3. Why are we... struggling so hard here. I don't know if we've got a right winger to bring on now. Bocau is the option. We've got a striker, I guess. Can Welton Costin play right? No. Neymar sort of can. And then we play... Actually, can Kid play that? We need to take him off, but let's do that. I get to watch England and Wolves. I have bad karma. Yeah. You go for Roberto Martinez. Really? Not sure I would. I'd be taking Militao off. Nah. What, to rest him rather than try and get... I would like to get an equaliser, to be honest.
Follow me. Okay.
How Rooney is looking like the best manager out of Gerrard, Lampard and Rooney is shocking to me too. I mean, yeah. Do you know what, though? I think, actually... I think Lampard's doing quietly not the worst job at Everton right now. Quietly. I think their recruitment's been really good. Maybe that wasn't his choices. But they haven't actually... They've been not losing a lot of games. And I think the way that that club was, I think quietly he's doing an all right job. You take Wenger as well, just to see him with his coat. Yeah, defo. Yeah, I'm not sure about Rooney. And Villa won the other day, didn't they? Beat Southampton. All right. We've lost anyway. We've lost anyway. Good finish from Lukaku. Agreed, Lampard's been decent this year, yeah. And, like, they do look better. And if you look how many games they've drawn, it's been quite a lot. Nearly all of their games. You haven't watched Everton this season, then. We haven't been out of one game and only second in goals conceded. I have watched them. Literally, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it was pretty. I'm not saying they're playing good football. I think quietly, considering where they were and the state of that side, I think he's made them difficult to beat. And I think that's actually quietly exactly what they needed to do. But no, seriously, he's been decent. Why are we suddenly conceding a load of goals at the end of this game? Stop it. Stop it. They're definitely better than the first couple of games made it look. Yeah. That's how I feel. I'm not saying they're good, by the way. I'm saying quietly from where they were. That's going to be a free kick, I think. Ashley Cole, as well as set piece goes, has been quality. Has he actually been good? I don't really know, but madness that Ashley Cole's there. Lampard's best decision was bringing in a Scotsman into the team despite refusing to play him last season. You would say that, wouldn't you? Yeah. That's cool, James. But yeah, I think some of their signings have been smart. I think Cody and Tarkovsky are good, smart signings. I think like Anana looks really good. I think there's a few good signings in that side for what you're trying to do is just stabilise a team a little bit. Can we blow the whistle, please? I'm very sick of this game. We're just trying to concede more goals to Chelsea. What is that? They played really well versus Liverpool to get a draw. They did look pretty good in that game. Had 33 corners against us this season and conceded 1 goal. That is definitely an improvement, isn't it? All right, we've lost 3-0. That was horrible. Yeah, Bumster. Literally the first thought I had as well. And if you mention the name Ashley Cole, you just think of him on the end. Like, same thought for me as well. Exactly. All right, we've lost the game. It's ruined our run. It's ruined our season. Look at it. Look how nice it looks before, and then suddenly, boof. Let's just do this. And it looks much nicer. We just won't look at the Champions League games. We've still won all of our games. Yes, Crimmy. Yes, you do indeed. You do indeed. Just go get the pre-order the game. You get the beta as long as you're getting it on PC. You won't get the beta with things like Xbox, etc., etc. But yeah, on PC you will get the beta, and it'll be about 2 weeks before the game officially releases. So hopefully end of October. Yes, you do. 2 weeks before, Sessignon. I don't know the exact date. Ask Holly. Hopefully exactly 2 weeks, because that means it's half term for me and we are going to do videos and streams. It's going to be a lovely time. I'm good, thank you, CRT. How you doing, buddy? Or ask Mike. Or ask Mike, exactly, Pumpster. I think DM them, because I think they said that's what they want, isn't it? Not even Zealand Shannon doesn't know. This is true. Even Zealand Shannon. Do you remember that? That was so funny. We lead Bundesliga player development. Look at that. Development of 32 players at top flight clubs. Thank you very much. Thank you. Including Renato Mora. Including Kakota Dai. Including Leo. Any more? Jonathan from Church. Which are the ones who are not on our team? Savio's there.
Follow me. Okay.
No. I'm not getting it this year. Imagine, yeah. When is the alpha footage coming up? Don't know. Boom, doom, 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 doom. Imagine if he does. What? Know when the beta's out? Yeah, true. Last year's beta dropped 17 days prior to release, 17th of October. Okay. It did, yeah. It was slightly earlier. And again, though, it was right before half term started, so it was perfect for me. I don't know if they've done this deliberately, but I'm all for it. If they keep teeing up the beta releases with my half term week, I'm not going to complain at all. At Miles, at Holly, at Mike. Bayern have won 4-1. Who do they play in goal? Are they still playing? They must be. They've got... Yeah, Roulard. This is Bayern's goalkeeper, by the way, chat. This is Bayern's starting goalkeeper. Their first choice goalkeeper is Davy Roulard, who's listed and he's valued at 120k. Other than that, they have signed this guy, Jonas Crummy. They are their only goalkeepers until at least January. Crumry's on the bench. Roulard is starting. Madness. What do I want to look at it? General? Probably general. They should hire Gary. I've been playing CM 97-98. Well, I had Corona this week watching Dream Teams. You are stuck in the past, Pav. Indeed. Red Berry Meringue Roulard. Yes, Crimmy. That's it. I'm better than both their goalkeepers, yes. It is a really small squad as well, isn't it? Really small squad. All right, we've got St. Pauli today. That feels like a quick turnaround from the last game. I did not rest the team either, so that's a worry, isn't it? Should be fine. Sure it will be. We didn't start the fight. Carl Fletcher is life, yes. Yeah, I know, Maureen. It's not like they've got loads of really good goalkeepers in their past. And even during this save. But yeah, I don't know how they've ended up in this position. But I'm not complaining. It means that they're definitely dropping points because of it. Kunagato is making good progression. He's Bundesliga standard now. And continuing to improve. We'll make a goalkeeper out of him yet. Hopefully. Did Hanover lost 4-0? Okay, that helps us. I think we're 6 points clear. We're 6 points clear that we could go 9 points clear if we win our game here. That's a nice position to be in after like 8 games. We've got some tired players, so let's make some changes. Allison away from home, yes. Dodo, Cesar, Marcelo, or Gabriel or Militao? Let's do Gabriel. Jolson's back. Bruno in. Hasn't played much, but he's still fit, so maybe. Gil, Leo Costin, Vinicius, Angelo. Where is Fabinho? Have I got unavailable? He's there. I don't know why I couldn't see him then. Did I go out on loan again? Yeah, I think you did, didn't you? I think you went back to the same... I think you went to Hamburg again. You are at... Yeah, you're at Hamburg. Not actually scoring that many goals. Okay, you are now. You weren't. You got 6 in 12. Obviously, attributes in that, but say Allison. But in-game... Yeah, Emerson is playing better. Allison looks weird in-game, doesn't he? I agree. Should we just start Should we just start Emerson? I'm not against it. Let's do it. Although 6.9 from him, 6.8. They're not very different in terms of ratings. Honestly, think Emerson might be better. Yeah, I'm not far off agreeing. Vinicius isn't quite. Has Alisson got high rushing out? He probably has, I'd imagine. Yeah, he's got 16 rushing out tendency. That might be why we're seeing him the way that he is. What's Emerson's on that? Only 8. Yeah. Let's put kid not making the bench is wild. I don't know who I just took off the bench there. Martinelli. All right. We're going to go with that. Lenny's still asleep. Russian kills goalkeepers this year. Yeah. It's like eccentricity before Foxy, isn't it? I mean, similar still this year, to be fair. Eccentric goalkeepers, just avoid. Also, ones that flap at crosses. Like Edison is so weird in game the way he flaps at crosses. Like, yeah. Avoid if you can. We're a little bit limited in this save, weren't we? That Alisson, there are no other goalkeepers who are Brazilian. They have their striker as number 3, do they? I swear Foxy's got an attacker that's number 3. I swear that's the case. How you doing, by the way, Fox? Hope you're good. We've scored! It's Leo! He's onside as well. Look at that, with the VAR on the screen. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Possible offside. Does it come up when this is given? Yeah, it does. That's cool. I found a goalkeeper that's high eccentricity but holds on his line. They make a mad amount of saves, though. Balance is really important. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Asamoah and vibes, yes. See, Foxy's got a striker with number 3. Love my numbers. 11 centre-back at cover, too. Wow. Horrible. It's like Andy Carroll at Derby's taken... Has he taken 2? Because he said his son chose it. Well, just say no to your son. He's like 1 or something. He's not going to know, is he? Can I ban Foxy? That's terrorism. Jolson! Inverted wing backs. Get yourselves forward, lads. 2-0. Inside 40 minutes. You do love to see it. I love watching Fox, but the squad numbers are the price I pay. Yeah. Understandable. This is nice. Costin into Jolson. Smashes home. Get in. With Emerson in goal as well. I wonder, actually, chat, I was just thinking, do we need to play Brian a bit more? His determination's dropping, but I mean, he's not scored any goals. I guess he's only started 2. He's got 3 goals. I'd wonder if this was a game where we should have started Brian up front. I want to keep getting him. I think he still needs to get a bit more familiarity up front. And this feels like a game where he'd be all right. Wednesday gave our backup keeper the number 2. I mean, he is number 2 keeper, so you can't really argue with that, can you? And one of our main strikers number 6. Controversial, but I don't care about squad numbers. I don't care that much about them, to be honest. JFC on in the 60th minute. If we go 3-0 up, we've got a pen. Who do I want to take this penalty? I'm not even sure. Emerson didn't get to take one last time, did he? Patricio being 11 is awful, yeah. Oh, there's a Pokal game midweek. Perfect. All right, we're not. Vinny's going to take it. Yeah, if we go 3-0 up here, we can bring on Jonathan from church and Brian. He's rolled it home. Come on. Yeah, players on the bench can get crazy numbers. Sometimes depends where how I'm feeling about a save. Sometimes I really care about numbers. Sometimes I really don't care. All right, 3-0 up. Let's do JFC early then. He's not on the bench, so he's not coming on. I can only apologise. Let's bring Lordolino on instead. Sunday food vibes is McDonald's, by the way. Oh, don't... Pav, can you stop? Was it last weekend, the weekend before? One of these weekends, you made me go to the pub and get a roast because you mentioned it. Now, I'm obviously going to have to get McDonald's now. You always make me get these stuffing, chicken and stuffing rolls. Honestly, stop. I do it mainly because I enjoy seeing the meltdowns in the chat, yeah. Engagement. You made me. Domino's for you tonight, nice. Uber Eats lottery. I mean, yeah, that just makes things happen that people don't like eating cold chicken burgers. Jolson's on for his second. That's a good catch from Zentner. And I'm ordering a McDonald's breakfast. What time did they stop? I swear that must have stopped by now, right? Rotisserie chicken, you love it. Yeah. Oh, no, it's happening again. It is. Although Kat's not home until sort of mid-afternoon. I reckon I might be able to sneak it in before she gets back, you know. 10:30, right? Or 11. I mean, it's 11:15 now, CRT, so I'm not sure it's happening right now. Are you doing it tomorrow? Tomorrow you can. Yeah, fair. Draxler? God, good save, Emerson. Bit unorthodox, but we take it. You just confirm it. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Good. Had Domino's last night, got the leftovers for lunch. Classic. I'm very good at not having leftovers. Even from like a massive Domino's. I just get carried away when I'm in the moment. Then I need to lie down like a whale. I made you make some food once ages ago and you were sending me pics of it in the kitchen. Yeah, I was. Yeah. Honestly, there is nobody who has more of an influence on my life in terms of food than Pav. He just knows the exact buttons to press on what I want at a certain time. You ordered a Domino's not on a Tuesday. Did you have to take a loan out? Good. What's the most you've eaten in one sitting? Oh, there was one time we went for a carvery. Pav, I recommend this place, by the way, if you're ever in like the Worcester, Bromyard to Worcester Road area. Is it Royal Oak? I think it's the Royal Oak. Leo scores, get in. Carvery, astonishingly big. You know the one, yeah. Astonishingly big servings. By the bridge, that's the one. And I had to lie down in the pub. Both myself and my uncle and John all ate so much that it was, you know, have you ever eaten too much that it's genuinely like you're in pain and you can't get comfortable? Like you can't find a position to put yourself because of the pain that you are in, and it's just horrible. Did that, but out in public. Worse than a food baby. It's like giving birth to a food. It's probably worse than childbirth, I'd imagine. Obviously can't confirm these things, but I'd imagine. So bad. So painful. The worst ever. Food Mountain, that's the one. You can't go wrong with a carvery. Well, I've got a tip for a carvery, chat. You got one hell of a meat man, yeah. When you go out to the meat man, I got one hell of a tip to finesse the carvery man. Brian's offside, that's a shame. Worse than childbirth, but not as bad as a kick in the balls. Well, no, obviously. I ate so much once that I pushed the mattress off the bed and slept on the box spring. The mattress was too soft. Whereabouts is this carvery place? Sort of near Worcester. Between Bromyard and Worcester in Herefordshire. Moving into Worcestershire. I've heard the double switch technique. Oh, the double switch technique. That's the one, James. That's the one. Pretend you only want one meat and then ask for them all. Exactly. I've done it in great detail on this. Oh, do you know what? I will actually have all of them. Too late. You're not taking any of this beef off my plate, are you, mate? Get away, the meat man. We've got one sub that I've not used, and we are very tired. So, come on, Gabby, on you come. Not been for a carvery for a while. Me neither, actually. Been for roasts plenty of times. I was hoping, speaking of like eating the most in one sitting, I was really hoping that my big fish and chips were going to be that type of meal, but they really weren't. And you know how long I spent talking and telling you about the big fish and chips yesterday on the stream? Did the podcast yesterday. Probably spent about 10 minutes of it telling that exact same story. So get on board with that. That is a treat. But Mbappe trying to convince my players to join City. Can you not? Flattered by the interest. You got Reece James trying to convince Leo to go now as well. Flattered by the... Can you not? Leo, by the way, another 2 goals. Can we talk about Leo's finishing this year? 9 in 9, 12 in 12. This guy is suddenly able to finish the football. He's elite. Elite. If you're a bit stuck for cash and want a takeaway, Toby's are on Too Good To Go. Can get a carvery for £5. Nice that, James. Good shout. Too good to go is good. I often get a Prec too good to go just on the way home. And it's decent. You get loads of food for like £3. During the World Cup in Brazil, we found this place which was showing the games on a massive TV, 1 p.m, 4 p.m, 7 p.m. And it was a Brazilian barbecue place. Literally, we were there for like 10 hours, eating meat, drinking wine, watching the football. Both glorious and hugely detrimental. I mean, that's like the dream times there with your mates. Especially if you find like a good place like that isn't like horrible. You know, when you get like, I'm not a massive fan of going out to watch football in like pubs and stuff. Because usually it's full of knobheads. And I try not to be anywhere near knobheads often. So if you find like a proper place like that, it's a little bit niche and a little bit different. That sounds like the dream. So good. Then out on the town in Rio for the night. Amazing. 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 Why are you streaming then? Yeah, true. With you guys. Yeah, no, I'm joking. It's making me hungry. Can we stop? It's Pav's fault. Fox. Blame Pav. It's what he does. It's why he's here every Sunday. Usually hungover as well. So every food that he mentions is like a indulgence. Pure indulgence. You got to avoid the knobheads. You have. People clapping screens. Can we not? Can you stop clapping the screen? Like you're in the pub, you're watching the football. Stop clapping. And you don't need to sing a song. You don't need to sing football songs. You don't. Like I get a bit of atmosphere in that, but stop. Like I can't hear them. I'm not like OCD about this at all. Doesn't like it, but that's the thing. It actually does like cause like anxiety, and I don't enjoy it. I'm just uncomfortable. Grumpier than me. Yeah. Chelsea Lee annoyed me. Yeah, he would. Chelsea Lee would be really annoying. Sound like a pensioner. Yeah. You do sound a bit like a pub football Grinch now. Yeah, no, I'm aware. I got better, actually. There was a time where I was like, I just wouldn't go out to watch football. Now I'm like, okay, if my mates are going, I will. I can, yeah. But no, it's just not, I just don't really enjoy it as much. Grumpier than Ian. I mean, that is saying something, isn't it? I'm aware of the levels of grumpiness, but you don't need to clap it. You don't need to clap. They can't hear you. And not everybody needs to know your tactical analysis of the game. Like, why are you talking so loudly? You like that in the stadium as well? No, because that's different, isn't it? Literally, they can hear you. If the players can hear you, fine. If they can't, just stop it. Pack it in, innit? Oh, geez, I forgot. We've not checked all of the Brazilian intake. We might need to go and check a few players now because we've got the scout reports back. We can see if any of these are actually good. This guy's actually got... Looks like he might be quite good. This is from last year, though, isn't it? Gladianor. Has a bit of potential. What is he? A natural... Oh, he's not even natural there. Is he the shadow striker, maybe? He looks okay. I'm so here for grumpy pub clates, yeah. Defo shushes the kids when he's playing a video in class. Obviously. He's 5'5". Yeah, I like it. He is 5'5". What's his release clause? It's 11 mil. It's fairly expensive. He would be good. He is quite Jobson, isn't he? He would be right, though. He hasn't got much potential. He is... Oh, this is the guy that I tried to turn Brazilian. Look. Born in Brazil. Born in Brazil, but he's been capped by England at under-19s. I can ask him again. He's recently decided to play for England. I did try, I think. Not that he's that good, but would have been fun to change him, wouldn't he? Okay, that's really not a helpful scout report. Potentially Bundesliga. He's Sousa. That's a really old one, I think. Some of these are really quite old. Also, these are not these are not helpful. You finished scouting him, have you? Are you sure you finished scouting him? Because you're not giving me any info about him. There's Breitas. All right, this is unhelpful. Okay, that's Ibanez, and that's Keiki. What a report. Thank you for that, yeah. Tell you what, let's just... Oh, we've got the Pokal game now. Let's just... think Jolson should be captain. Interesting. Let's just go and check Brazil for any more intake players. I went to Man City Spurs last year, and there was a guy when City got a corner telling Kane to put the goal in. Did he listen? Yeah. Some impeccable results. That's the Brazil assistant, is it? Oh, is that because... Do you know how it wouldn't change between the two? I think it is because it's the Brazil... Yeah, I think you're right. It's kind of made it a bit annoying having the Brazil job for doing this, hasn't it? Because we just get these random reports rather than the actual ones that I want. Let's have a look at intake players. Where do we get to? These are not the good teams. We need to go back to September. Where did we get to? I don't know if we did... I think we did Ney Fabiano. Did we do Brunei? I think we maybe got to here. I don't recognise all of these names now. I don't recognise these names. We definitely didn't look. I think you see the reports. Possibly, yeah, CRT. We didn't have a look at Gore Gregorian. Because, I mean, if we saw Gore Gregorian, I might have signed him, to be honest. Yeah, I agree, Ollie. I'm not sure either. I'm going to go really quickly down the list just in case there's a worldie. Like, this guy's going to be a good striker. He's 17, though. But he's got, like, the striker attributes. No. But let's just see if there's one that, like, properly jumps out as being a worldie. If that guy could finish and didn't have 6 finishing. Just somebody who's got loads of green. Did I even look at Gore Gregorian? Jordan. Meh. You're not Brazilian, surely. Your name is Andreas Katsamakas. Leonardis Ferrari. Yeah, he's rubbish and not fast. He's really slow. We looked at him. João Mario, Carlos Alberto, Christian Douglas. Some of these are okay, but I agree. There's not a lot of reason to put much stock in them, is there? We need to get through the save, build our dynasty, build our legacy. Uleton. Kim Jae-yong, Brazilian? Tono. Tiaguinho. I love some of the names. Wenderson. You know, there's a quick way to do this. You don't want to be the backseat gamer. I mean, is there a quick way to actually just see all of them, right? This is... how would you say, Foxy? Because I feel like this is the... For this save where we actually want to see every... I want to just be able to see every Brazilian intake player. We need the strike partnership with the Leos, yeah. Like, I think this is the fastest way to see all of these guys. Do you mean go to the squad and then look at, like... I want to see everyone's attributes, though. Lenny! There's a defender called Lenny! He's rubbish. He's really bad. This guy looks all right. Bulk highlight them, put them in a short list, filter by attributes you want. Oh, yeah, no, I know that. What I actually want, I don't want to filter, Foxy. I want to look at every single one. I want to go down the, like, because we're only looking at Brazilians from the Brazil intake. I want to be able to see all of them. Like, literally go on their profile and see their profiles. Sign Lenny. He wasn't very good, though. Like, I also have bulk highlight them and got scout reports on all of them. Anyway. There's a Clayton. He's a goalkeeper. He's rubbish. Yeah, exactly. What we usually do that makes this a little bit better is every day that goes by, we look at the ones that come out on each part of the day. So we have it in like 2 clubs at a time. So we actually see them in a bit more detail. And also now, I'm not that fussed on these because the save hasn't got that long left, has it? Sort of thing. So this guy's is mad aggressive. He's also called Clayton Louise. Aggressive and brave and determined. He's unfortunately lacking in a lot of other things. Is that another? No, it's not. But he's awful, yeah. Lenny and Clayton, it's me. Thank you. Vajson. Leonardo Sheldon. Isaac. That looks like a rename. Tatinho. Valmir. He's a weird player, yeah. Santos. None of these are like super players, are they? What I'll usually do as well is off stream, when we've got the scout reports, I'll go through on the shortlist and everything and actually filter them and look for good players, and also go through every... That guy looks okay. Go through like every team and look at who their hot prospect is. Another good way of finding it. Like this guy. Did he just come through an intake? Like, he looks like he's going to be quite good, but doesn't have that much potential. Yeah, he must have been an old one because he's already got a scout report on him. R9 documentary coming out. That sounds cool. We got to Flamengo, didn't we? Athos. Edvaldo. Like, he'll be okay. No physicals, though. Oh. This guy looks okay. Good flair. Good dribbling. What's his release clause? Yeah, he's got a high release clause. This guy will be quite good. 4 strength. And we'll get a proper scout report on him. Carlos Bruno. Lay. Right, really quickly, we'll do Fortaleza. He looks all right. Georgiao. That is definitely a rename. Tulio. Updating queue at the drive-thru. Pub's living his best life. Tata. I just want Braytas because there'll be no more. Yeah, I sort of agree. Like, a few of those looked okay, but probably not worth, like, pulling up any trees for, is there? Okay. This is a good way to see all the good Brazilian players. Yeah, I think that's the best. Well, we see literally every youth intake player, so we know about anyone who's any good. We make sure that they're on our radar, which is, I think, what we have to... For this type of save, it's what we have to do. It's how we found Braytas, isn't it? And Braytas joins in about 2 months now. So not too long to wait until we get Mateus Braytas. And I think we start him pretty much immediately, right? Let's get him in the team. No, Leo shouldn't join Moneybags Chelsea. No, can we not? Can we just stop with that, please? How is Campos doing? Should be playing at Bundesliga level. It's annoying he's 21 because he's not going to get much better than that. Moneybags, yeah. Chelsea have obviously got a fair bit of money. Okay, the coffee has been consumed. Oh, yeah, Union Berlin. We've got, then, chance here. It's at home, but I think we should do a few... Yeah, Reece Bags did just call his own club Moneybags. We should do a few changes here, shouldn't we? Let's bring in, like, Brian up front, etc. Let's pick a bit of a rotated team for Union Berlin. You're tired, so we'll do Pereira. Oh, Tassio's ineligible because he's just played. That's annoying because we could have played him. Is he developing? No. I'd like to see you improve, please. What? We need to give him some game time, don't we, Tassio? This would have been perfect. Annoying. Loving the Southampton series. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Tiago. Thank you for watching, dude. Hopefully another video either tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on when I can record it. Yes. You put Marseille in, like, a lot of debt in the past few years. Can happen. Loads! Thank you for another raid. What a guy. Thank you, dude. It does just... To be fair, this happens, like, every weekend. Load raids us, and then we'll raid over to, like, second yellow card, usually, because he's usually live. It's, like, it's what we do. It's just about who's on at what time, isn't it? Steak for dinner. Get in. Nice, Joey. Right. Tell you what, chat. Have a think about who's going to pick there, because I've got to run to the bathroom, because I'm going to wee myself. It's timings. It is. Thank you, Load. I appreciate it, dude. Welcome in, Raiders. I'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. Sorry, I need a wee. Goodbye. Only for a bit. I'll be back in a second. Hello. I am back. Lenny has awoken. You are correct. He's I don't know what he's doing now. Oh, he's there. Look, he's on the other side. Oh, I can't see him. He's looking down the hatch now. Hello, everyone. We are back. Let's pick this team. Let's play this game. Let's get ourselves back into it. Was Joey talking about if I was put up in the loft like that, I'd have a wee bucket? I can climb down. It's really not that difficult. Oh, he's got back in his bed. Look, good boy. It's not a prison cell. It's fine. We could maybe plumb in like a little... No, that's too far. Let's... How much rotation should we do here, by the way? A lot or not? Play anyone who hasn't played much. Yeah, I think you're probably... Let's just do that. We'll be all right, won't we? Let's go. Junior. Marcelo.
Follow me. Okay.
Which other centre-back should we go with? Annoyingly, we can't do Tassio. That would have been good. He's getting comfy. He is, yeah. You see him in the corner. There he is, look. We'll put you on the bench, maybe. We'll start definitely Brian up front because I want to play him. Just go out the skylight. Could also work. He is a good boy, isn't he? He is. All of our centre-backs have played a lot, so I guess Jonathan from Church can play in midfield. Or do we do Adriel? Adriel's more long-term, I think. Jonathan from Church can be on the bench. Fabinho could play at centre-back, but why? Give Kid a shot. Yeah, we'll play Kid. He can play left. Vinicius, Lordolino up front, maybe? Or Bocao up front. Bocao's barely played at all. Bocao is wanted by St. Pauli. St. Pauli we just played. I don't know why I pointed to them. Fabinho at centre-back, is that really a thing we should do? Well, I want to play Marcelo, don't I, instead? We could do JFC from right back. John from Church probably needs a loan. He probably does. To rotate the two centre-backs. Well, we've got, like... They kind of rotate anyway, to be fair. By the way, who's top of the league in network and why should we stop now in next goal wins vibes? You what? And why should we stop now? Is Dan top, is it at the moment? Yeah, I think he might be, right? Who plays right here? Bocao play right? Oh, is it? Are you top here? You might be. I thought it was me. Neymar can play somewhere as well. Or Martinelli could play right. I'm not sure how I feel about Bocao being a winger, but oh well. And then Neymar can play in the middle. Then that is a team that between them, there's only one player who's played 10. It is Pav, is it? By a point. Am I actually legitimately behind, or have I got a game in hand, or am I just actually behind now? Because Big Mike was being an idiot. It is very close at the top, yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go with that and hope we win. We've got anybody who needs to be on this bench, maybe. Game in hand for both you and Dan. Okay, there you go then. Still behind Dan anyway with that. Okay, got you. If Dan wins, right? I will come back and find out, I'm sure. Okay, we are playing Union Berlin. They have got that team there. It's in the cup. We've changed our entire team look, so I hope they do fine. This strike force is not a strike force that would scare anybody. Lordolino and Bocca and Brian with Bocao on the wing, Kid on the wing. It'll be fine. Let's encourage them. We've got an attack early. Neymar swings it in. Gabriel. I mean, those two have played a lot of first team football. I'm the real winner. I get the revenge team talk against Pav. Should turn around the 14-0. Madness. Some of the results in that network game, outrageous, by the way. Everyone has a game in hand over Pav today. Okay. All right, Kid's got it. Brian's made the run. Here he is in behind Brian. It's a good finish. Good finish. Well done, Brian. Now, Neymar is not retired yet. He's 36. Still playing games. He scored 22 goals last season. Oh, they've got David Kovnaski. When's FM23 coming out for anyone who pre-ordered? 2 weeks before the official game release, Viob. About. What is this game pace? I don't know what you mean. What is this game pace? This game pace is a very normal game pace, right? I thought I'd get battered with the team I put out, but not 14. Yeah, that is crazy. Bro, what is this game pace? First message in the chat. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here. You are providing and contributing. Adriel. Bockout. Oh, he's missed. That was a good chance. Oh, yeah. Was it Pep that went to Newcastle in there? In that save? Jens Lehmann takes the corner. Kadira. Gunagato saved it. You had Sean McGurk at League One level centre mid as a right wing back. That's hilarious. Sean McGurk. Brian, go on. This is why I say... Okay, all right. Maybe I spoke too soon. Klopp's at Arsenal, yeah. Because Arsenal were doing rubbish as well, weren't they? Like struggling in that league. He did, yes, and you drew 4-4 with him. Big fan, by the way. Love your vids. Thank you, dude. That's better. That's better. By the way, on the game pace, we're one above the middle, which I think is normal for like, this is where the showdown plays it, etc, etc. I think a lot of people play like there, right? But it's literally one off, and I think it's better for streaming. I think this is the best. I think this is the best game pace for streaming. You can talk about the game and see what's happening. Like, you'll know, like, if you're playing on your own, you don't need to do that, but I think this is right. 2 dots from the centre. This is 1 up, and I think this is better. Anything else seems off. 2 dots from the centre. Well, that's just because what you play at. Like, literally play at 1, and you'll think 2 is too fast. Like, you're talking at this as if, like, it's literally whatever you're used to. Max speed only, yeah. You play it 1 off. Yeah, see? Go on, Brian. Is that not a foul then, ref? Did we get an advantage there? From Schneller in goal there? You go extended and 1 up. Yeah, see? Your games will take a lot longer than mine. We're on key highlights as well, so I think people just need to relax and understand that people have preferences. And I don't actually think maybe I'm making more of it. Brian has scored again, by the way. Ollie plays in real time, yeah. On full highlights as well. Ollie progresses the game time at real life time. Like, even between matches. Madness. Crazy. All right, half-time. We're 2-0 up, even with our changed team. And I said about playing Brian. He's got himself 2 goals. This is why I think he can be a really good striker. He's very us. I didn't even have the middle one at full speed. Wow. Brian! He's got to be offside anyway, right? Yeah, he was. It's the most realistic manager experience. Exactly. It makes Zidane look like a speed runner. Neymar crossing. And it's been cleared. Neymar again. Pen. Chance for a hat-trick for Brian. I talked about him before. He's had it saved. The keeper's caught it. I don't think it's ever a good look if the keeper catches your penalty. That shouldn't be a thing that's allowed to happen. That's annoying because I'd like him to have got a hat-trick there. Let's make subs. Let's do Jonathan from Church gets his run out. The rest of the players are sort of first-team footballers, so I don't know if we need to bring them on, really. Bruno's one that hasn't played much. I'd like to give him game time, but where? Should we bring him on at centre-back? Do you know what we'll do? We'll play Jonathan from Church, not right-back. I thought he could play there. He cannot. Let's play Bruno at centre-back. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just to give him a run out.
Follow me. Okay.
I generally don't have the middle at full speed usually, so I have more time to react to what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, on this one, you mean? You have that one there. Yeah, fair. To be fair, Nikki, you also pause a lot too. Ooh, it's kicking off. Here's Gerhardt. It's going to be a goal. I've put a centre mid at centre back and we've immediately conceded. It's probably not a coincidence, is it? How many do you think Haaland scores in the first Prem season in FM? In FM? 50? Probably. 45, yeah. I mean, we've got the network game to show how many goals he scores. How many did he score my season? 99 in league in club football. That includes the cups as well. I got 99 though. I don't know how many actually ended up in the Prem in the end, was it? But yeah, 99 in all club comps. That's a weird save. Bocas hit it at the keeper's feet there. Remember the tactics will be busted in the beta as well, like near post corners. They will, won't they? Wonder what the thing that's going to be broken this year is going to be. Probably in 180s. Christ. That's an early experiment for you. Try and get Haaland to score 100 goals in a season. It could actually be. Yeah, we could do that nice and early, couldn't we? Especially if we find that something is broken. The set piece screen, yeah, possibly. Depends if they try and fix it or not. He has 71. There you go. He got 71 in the Premier League, according to Nicky. Flipping heck. 71 in the league. We've won the game. Brian's got 2 and missed a penalty. We take those. 71 Premier League goals. I hate it here. Yeah.
Follow me. Okay.
How you doing, Timo? How you good, my friend? Yeah, it is the derby. It was the derby, Mott. We've just about edged through it as well. I think Union are back in Bundesliga 2. Yeah, they are. Right, we're through. Correa played... Is he playing well? He's a good, decent little centre-back. Claudio Correa. Time for 27k. We've literally got Paderborn paying more for his loan than we paid for him. We've already made a profit and we've not sold him. That's cool, isn't it? Do you remember? You don't even have him at near post corners. No, I don't. No, I don't. If you do that, it's into 3 figures. Imagine. The art of the deal, exactly. I'm a bit worried in the network game as Pellegrini is the only striker who is scoring. Yeah. DCL clear in my assistant's opinion, though. Yeah. I love those things. Literally, we've just got that. Look. I love it when they come out with these things. What? Like, honestly, that couldn't have been better timed. I wouldn't swap Brian for anyone. Not even Dwight McNeil. Is that... Did anyone suggest that, Brian? Did anyone suggest that you... Like... Is that tweet worthy? Not even Dwight McNeil. I feel like I'm just going to tweet that. Not even Dwight McNeil. Not even Zealand Shannon. I feel like actually it's a funnier tweet if I don't put the whole thing in that. If I just put Klug replied, I wouldn't swap him for anyone. Not even Dwight McNeil. McNeil is Ballon d'Or material, clearly. So random it has to be tweeted, yeah. McNeil is good, to be fair, in FM, isn't he? He's always good in FM. He's playing for Liverpool as well on 250k a week, which is context I don't think we need. They've signed him for 59 million. By the way, this is the same save where Shea Adams went for 63 million to Manchester City and now he's at Ajax. 65 million. Imagine McNeil has won major honours in this save. I imagine he has, yeah. 7.64 on Dwight as well. Look at that, Shea Adams. 65 million to then play not many games and go to Ajax on a free. Big up Shea Adams. He is actually good on FM. He scores loads in that Southampton save of ours. Not even Dwight McNeil. Gary could get 80 mil. Gary would sell him. Gary would loan him. And we'd lose him on a free. That's exactly what would happen if Gary was doing that. 0 goals and 1 assist from McNeil last season. Was it, Jack? Jeez. 250k a week as well. £7.2 million per goal is what City paid for him. So good. Good work, FM. Good work, AI. Are you still talking, Klug? Still talking. Ooh. There's been a... Gore Gregorian. We looked at him, didn't we? He's been approached by Armenia. To be fair, you can go to Armenia if you want. Are you born? Where were you born? You were born in Armenia. All right, Gore Gregorian. You can go. Hey, JD. How you doing, buddy? The anniversary of the Not Even Zealand Shannon quote must be soon. Yeah, it must be. It's about the beta, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it, JD. I think it's a really fun save. I think it's getting better as well. The more we get into the save. Like, into season 3 now, I think... Like, the little... Like, we've established our own team sort of thing. And we're like, Gary's going to either ruin it or make us better sort of thing. Any ideas when they drop the beta? 2 weeks before the game releases, around about. Dortmund have lost to Wolfsburg. Dortmund in 6th, Bayern in 4th. We are 9 games in, 11 points clear of Bayern. Madness. Should we add to the beta command? Newcastle will be the team Clates uses in the beta, and the beta releases about 2 weeks before November the 8th. Should we add that, and then we can just use that command when people ask? Or you could just write beta release, Not Even Zealand Shannon knows. October 25th, around that time, around about then. All right, we've got the third round of the poke out. Is there any... All right, there's a few Bundesliga 2 teams here, which we take any of them, so we could rotate. Please, Paderborn we take. Good start. All right, it's one of our... I mean, they've got our players playing for them. We take that. Correa, Carlos both play for them. They're an affiliate club of ours. We take that. Away from home. A little bit more difficult, but still all right. All right. Not even Zealand Shannon knows. Love the Poco, yeah. I mean, stop telling me that. Thank you. All right, Hanover at home, then Chelsea at home, then Bremen. And then must have some World Cup qualifying games coming soon. I think we play Argentina coming soon. Do we need to play that one? I'm tempted to say no, because international management is boring on this. Oh, kids adapted to play on the left wing. Good. Does mean he's now natural or accomplished out there. Accomplished. Good. Cesar's been making more improvements. Leading player. Close to his full potential. What a player, by the way. 17 pace, 16 acceleration of our centre-back. He's lightning. The actual trophy is nice, is it? I don't know if I could tell you what it looks like. But good. Home to Hanover. So, Kanagato comes in. Dodo, Cesar, Militao, Jolson, Fabinho, Gil, Leo. That is our first choice team, I believe, isn't it? Vinicius and Angelo. Shall I do Angelo or shall I do... Does Brian get himself a start here? I'm going to start Brian. It's maybe not the right choice, but I think I want to. A big cup, is it? Okay. Oh, yeah, maybe I can recall it. Yeah, I think, yeah. It's on the game, I think, isn't it, right? It is nice. It is nice. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it is nice. Okay, Brian starts. He scored 2 in the cup, so I've got him in there. The cup is the logo. Yeah. It is the one then. The cup. Sorry, what am I saying? The cup. Brian starts after his 2 goals. We are playing Hanover. They are 3rd in the league. They're quite good. Gil's got a corner. Good time to score here. Says, he does score. Near post corner. Still OP. Will continue to be OP. Fabian, thank you for the follow. Mr. Glorioso, thank you for the follow. Josh, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, everybody. Happy days. Happy days indeed. What's everyone doing today then? What are your Sunday plans following the stream? I would like to, we nearly scored a game from the same venture. I'd like to get a McDonald's now, but it's definitely not a good choice. I shouldn't. But Pav's put that into my brain. I think we're going to Mario Kart. Nice, Ian. I think we might be going to buy a mirror. That's exciting, isn't it? I think that's what Kat wants to do. Oh my god, have we missed that? Come on, Vinicius. Agreed, Dolly, agreed. What is everyone else up to? Ian's playing Mario Kart. Quite jealous about. Tell you what, Mario Kart and Mario Kart drinking games before going out was great. I don't know if it'll be an IKEA trip. I think it might be a Dunelm Mill trip. I think. We also need a rug. We need a lot of things to furnish this house still. Do love an IKEA trip. I don't mind an IKEA trip, and then you get some meatballs or whatever after. I don't mind it. We don't really have an IKEA trip that close. Brian's won it. Found Vinicius. Has to score. Does score 2-0. Contemplating buying Zelda Breath of the Wild and playing that. I feel like that's right. Not sure. Mario Kart with a 5-year-old. Nice. I'm in the process of moving house. I'll be moving furniture and packing all day. Nice, JD. Good luck with it. Don't get too tired too quickly. IKEA equals divorce maze. It is, but it's quite satisfying for someone who likes things to be in order and to follow a thing. Like, you follow your little arrows. I quite like it. But yeah, you have to time it right. You don't want it where you've got the screaming kids. Yeah, I've been to the IKEA one. I've been to the Croydon one a few times. You have to time that one right as well. Off to watch the old Sunday League team. Nice, CD. That's cool. Look at this football, by the way. Good save by Jeffrey Darman. Doesn't sound right, does it? Exactly, because it's not true. That Croydon one's good. Although, we had to get the tram to go there, which is kind of takes the shine off a nice trip. But with a car now, opens up all kinds of opportunities. Look at the football we're playing. Go on, Gil. Smash it in. Go on, Gil. Okay, he didn't smash it in. So yeah, I think it might be Dunelm, which is less exciting, isn't it, than IKEA. Okay, we're pretty good here. Let's get ourselves to 60 and think about changes. A third goal would not go amiss, though. Yeah, Wadden Way train. Yeah. I used to play football in Wadden. Croydon. Is it Wadden? I feel like that is, yeah. Rings a bell. Says I was headed over. That's a shame. Dunham reminds me of my nan. Yeah, I get that. I think Kat's seen a mirror she wants from there, though. That would have been outrageous from Fabinho. Really good effort, wasn't it? Really good effort. It's a good save. Almost lost your eye in an IKEA. How? Talk me through it. My nyan, yeah. Leo, come on, man. I'd like a third goal so we can make all the subs. How's Brian play, by the way? 8.3 from the lad. He did get an assist, didn't he? Reedy, how did you almost lose an eye in IKEA? Okay, hang on. We've got what going on here? Gil was having his shirt pulled. Shirt pull. Gil, towards Welton Costin. Has to be. It's in. It's Militao. It's 3-0. Okay, now we can make subs. He's onside. So we'll do Dodo off. We'll put Militao right back. We'll do... Do we want to do that, actually? Maybe we do. I haven't got Junior on there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, actually. We're going to play Jolson as centre-back. We're going to bring on Pereira. I've taken the wrong person off. I meant... What was my plan here? Jolson plays right back. Militao plays centre-back. We bring Pereira on. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, Brian is not a very Brazilian name, is it? Leo's not playing amazing, so Kid's going to come on. Costin will go central. 2 subs. Oh, we're in. Brian! I missed all of it. He's going to keep it in as well. Finds Gil. We almost missed Brian's score. We almost missed a Brian goal there. The metal shelf was broken. As I turned the corner, it was pointing out. Jeez, really? That sounds horrible. That made me wince as I read that then. Shrews, thank you for the follow. Oh, horrible. You turned the corner into a sharp bit. Yikes. Oh, Dodo's still on with his injury. Vinicius. Dodo. Surely this is not the same highlight. What's going on? He's got it back again. He's going to be tackled then to highlight, surely, right? Yeah, there you go. They've had 0 shots, by the way. We've had 36. This is quite one-way traffic. I'm going to give Bruno a bit of a run out as our third sub here. IKEA. Good, Jude. I mean, we can make that joke now that really didn't lose an eye there. If he did, that would have been a horrible joke to make. Kid down the left. Towards the goalkeeper and not towards Brian. Brian, 8.5. What a man. I'd like him to get a goal now to cap this off. He's going to get one now. It's Vinicius instead, though. It's a good finish, to be fair. Vinicius got 14 goals now. Or just Kia. Oh, God. That's better. That might be better. I'm guessing he had an eye for a shelf. Yeah, he had a real eye for a deal. Brian and Kidd could become to make a great assistant manager. They could. They could indeed. Right, we're 4-0 up here. It's been a dominant performance. I'd want us to get through the game without conceding a shot. I don't think that counts either. Without conceding a shot, without Kunagato conceding a goal, would be a cool way to win this game. The football they're playing, by the way. Boot in that one. Good header, Jolson. Go on, Gil. Brian! Penref! Brian needs to take this. He needs a goal to cap his performance. Who's on 2 goals? Vinicius. He's going to take it, isn't he? I can try and turn it off now, though. We'll try and get Brian to take this. I don't know if it will actually go through in time. It would save a lot of money conceding, that's true. Wouldn't have to pay the bonuses. Why is the goalkeeper there? Oh, like talking to the ref from there, look. Penalty's been given. Sorry, Vinicius. Brian's taking it. It's our boy. He missed the last one. Yes, there's his goal. Because his penalty last game was great. Exactly. He needed a bit of redemption. And he's got it. Sorry, Vinicius was on a hat-trick, though. I do feel a bit bad. Good pen, though. Have they had a shot yet? They've had a shot. They've ruined it. Not on target, though. Do you reckon that cross counted as a shot, then? That would be about right. Oh, no, they're on the attack anyway. It's cleared. Gil. We've made all our subs, haven't we? Okay, Vinicius can score his hat-trick now. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Or cross it. He goes for goal. Brian was there, mate. Am I doing that thing that I do with strikers that we did with Bocao and try and force one to be really good? Am I doing that with Brian? It feels like I might be. But I like him. In my save, I had to play a goalkeeper as a... I had to play a goalkeeper as a goalkeeper. A centre-back as a goalkeeper. They decided to go on holiday at the same time. He had a good game. Really? Wow. They almost scored there. Oh, Eduardo Silva's our player. Playing for them up front. I mean, it's not good that they've had 0 shots or on target, though. And their striker is our player. They might have another shot here. Not even any use. Yeah, how has that happened? Not even an Isaiah Kundal in your team. You sent him up for a pen and he scored as well. Great game then. All right, chance to add a 6 here. Maybe a Vinicius hat-trick. Maybe another Brian goal. Brian! He's headed it over. I think I just like it because his name's Brian. Yeah, to be fair, he's not had much service, I guess. That's okay. He looks quite good, that Eduardo Silva, as well, doesn't he? It's another 5-0 win, though, this. Right, that was Eduardo Silva just... Oh, no, he's pushed. He pushed him. I thought he just stood offside. Either way, it wasn't great from him, was it? What's the most you've ever spent on a goalkeeper? Probably Alisson. It was a lot. Oh, it is the hat-trick for Vinicius. It's a terrible bit of defending. We take it, though. He does get the hat-trick. I feel less bad for taking the penalty away from him. Has the tactic changed much, if at all, since you uploaded the video on it? No, Dan. It's the same. Same. I have not changed it at all. We've just upgraded the players in it to make us better. So, no, it is the same one, Dan. I've had to play youths in goalkeeper a few times when all 3 first teamers got injured. I mean, we had it in the Ajax save, didn't we? 6 over 6 XG, by the way. We actually did score 6. You don't see that very often, do you? 6.09 XG. It means we stay very much top of the league after winning our first 10 games of the season. Yeah, famously. Exactly. That is not a bad start to our Bundesliga season. That's insane, Jeremy. I watched that exact episode the other day of Peep Show. I actually feel like I'm with Jeremy on that one, because he changes his order for him and tells him it's not on. It's not on. It's like my big fish and chips. Vinicius hat-trick. How many goals is that now? 12 in 10 for him. Worth the money. We've only paid 47 mil for him so far. That must be... We must be getting close to paying an absolute shed load of extra money. We've, what, 38? We've got maybe 12 games to go and we're going to pay a load more money for Vinicius. That's scary. Did you watch it as well? Did you, Ollie? Nice. Also, Alisson. I think we've still got a long way to go. Bayern have lost again. Bayern lose again without their goalkeeper. And we're into November now, or about to be. He's been worth it, though. He has. I think we don't win the Champions League without signing Vinicius, do we? I think that's definitely the case. I agree. Suggested Brazilian squad. Bring Paulo Cesar in for Keiki. Take Angelo out. Bruno back in. Yeah, I can go with that. We'll go with that. Oh, no. Pereira's up to 40k a week. That's quite a big wage for someone who doesn't play much. He's good, though, actually. Is this the season the finances tank like Ajax? I mean, if it is, Fogman, then, you know, we just stop playing it, don't we? With FM23 around the corner, we just, that is a perfect, we'll just stop. Although, I think our finances are, they're all right, look. The projection is actually going up as well. Although I don't really make much of this. The finances are fine. 7.93, that's good. Best I've got is 8.01 for a season with one player. But generally 7.5 is mental. Yeah. Vinicius at 7.93 is really good. Is anyone above that in our team? That's 5 games. Gill's on an 8.07. Tell you what, that is mental. Do we, Leonie? I'll check those after. That is mental. 8.07 from 15 games as well. And he's not a left back. Vinicius 7.91. Neymar 7.78. Projection mostly always goes up and down, take into account contracts expiring, not saying anyone. Yeah. I sort of ignore it usually. Walton Costa, all of these guys above a 7.5 from there to there. That's pretty good. Fabinho's like the one that's low who plays most games, but that's just our centre mid just has lower ratings. Yeah, also for the Ajax save, we didn't win any money from the Eredivisie, did we? In Bundesliga, win the league and you get a load of money. Very true. Salka warns us about Adeyemi. Is Adeyemi at Chelsea? I bet he's not scored as many as he did for the Ajax save. Who would have thought? Yeah, exactly. Not Flo. All right, Chelsea. We lost to these last time. We need to beat them if we want to top the group, don't we? Yeah, 250 mil. Is that what they valued him at? Jesus. Dancing in the moonlight. How many league titles? We've won the last 2, right? Only the last 2. I mean, we're only what? This is season 8, isn't it? We've won. Where do you see them? Oh, it's here. Look. Yeah, we won the last 2. Need to fix player values in comparison to AI values. Possibly. I don't mind them seeming a bit unrealistic because I think that can happen, can't it? Like teams just valuing players. So I overseen my best player worth 25 million total and someone equivalent performing worth like 100. Is that like that to balance it a little bit? Otherwise, it'd be so easy to make so much money from player sales. It's probably deliberate to make it a little bit harder to do that. 5 out of 13 are from Pulisic guy. He's never being unbanned. Florian Muller, most clean sheets. What a turnaround from where he was. What a turnaround. Okay, we're missing some players here. Ooh, I don't know if I want to play Fabinho as a right wing back. I think I'd rather play Marcelo there. And, oh my word, not that. Yeah, I agree. I do know what you mean, CRT. Bayern shouldn't have sold him. True. You missed Pulisic, guy. Christ. Suspended Militao, injured Dodo means we are a little bit like a right wing back. I'd might rather do Junior though, right? Or even Marcelo there. And play Gabriel. I think I'm going to do that. And then Fabinho comes back in midfield. The rest of the team is good. Do we play Brian? Or do we play Angelo? We could do Pereira. Actually. Marcelo needs game time too. I'm going to do Marcelo, I think. I think Marcelo might just be better and it's less disruptive. It means only one person's changed. Although let's put Pereira on the bench. Sort the bench. It just takes so long for the sake of... There you go. The thing I love about this save is we don't really play with natural strikers. We don't, do we? Like Vinicius and Angelo and like a kind of sort of wingers that play striker. Even Martinelli's not like an out-and-out striker. And Brian is a winger. So yeah. 6 attackers, 1 midfielder. That's what we do. That's what we do. I was thinking yesterday, surely selling players to bigger teams would increase reputation, but I don't know if it does in FM. Like Salzburg. Yeah, I don't know actually. Yeah, true. Because actually, your club reputation for being gaining a reputation for being a good club to find players from is actually a thing. Like Salzburg, their reputation has definitely increased by selling loads of really good youngsters to teams. Yeah, it's true. Gil's a bit tired, but he has to play. He's really good. I'm going to give Martinelli a start. Almost tied to the league rep and club rep, but almost tied too much. Yeah. Anytime I tried to sell a player for like 75 million, which is probably what he's worth, club straight rejected. You have to make an auction. That's the only way to get them to pay the right money, isn't it, for players? Seems to be the only thing. That's the only way we've managed to get good, like big money for players, is starting an auction and getting clubs to go back and forth with it. We lost comprehensively to Chelsea last time, so we need revenge. We've got the ball. Okay. Let's also move out the way slightly. Okay. We've settled down with the ball now. Leo's getting there. And Mendy's not getting there. We've taken the lead. Lovely finish. How you doing, Frad? Welcome in, dude. Hope you well, my friend. Hope you well, my dude. My guy. That's a nice goal. It was bouncing around in the air for ages. Marcelo then gets it down. We decided to start him and look at the pass he's played. I feel like Mendy could have got there, you know. Yeah, Lukaku still at Chelsea is a madness. But he's quite good on FM, isn't he? He's very meta. Misses a lot of chances, I think. But yeah, he's quite good for them. Scored a lot of goals, actually. That is Ajax Champions League winning goalkeeper Mendy. It is indeed. So does Brazil just call up your squad for internationals at this point? Pretty much, bear us. We're actually the Brazil manager. And the first game we played as Brazil manager, we played a full Hertha Brasil team. All 11 starting players were from Hertha Brasil. We lost. Which wasn't great. But we played a different tactic. Maybe I should play the Ginga with Brazil, to be honest. You was having kittens watching the goalkeeper performances at the Sidemen game. Honestly, so bad. I love Pie Face, and the best thing for Pie was the fact that Cal the Dragon was in goal at the other end, because, I mean, Pie wasn't amazing, but Cal was another level of bad. Like, it to the point I was like, oh, feel a bit, is this all right? Is this all right? Penalty! Going to be taken by Fabinho. Yeah, exactly, Ollie. Fabinho! Good finish. We 1-0 up. Oh, 2-0 up, sorry. Cal actually trains to be a goalkeeper too. It's, yeah. I threw a kick at a shot that should have been caught waist high. Yeah. The one where, I think it's the one that Simon scores from out wide, where Cal's just like 20 yards off his line for no reason whatsoever. And when he could cross it, yeah, he trains his kind, isn't it? Like, that was the one I was like, oh my God. And then he gets lobbed at the end, doesn't he? It wasn't good. Gil's injured. That's a shame. We'll bring Brian on. Some of the goals were really good. I'll tell you what goal was the best. Manny's header was the best. Although actually, Philly's goal was really good, wasn't it? Philly's goal was really good. But I think the Manny header was my favourite. Toby's little outside of the foot cross. The cross was great. Yeah, Philly Screamer was mental. Outside of the foot cross, all about that one. Philly and Chunks' goal was good. Chunks' goal went in so slowly. So, like, it was about 30 yards out, and it was at about 4 miles an hour. But I couldn't get across for it. Speed is genuine genius. It's mental how like the rise of speed. What a strange fella. But yeah, time did stand still. Yeah, can't believe Speed is apparently 17. Is he actually only 17? That's mad. I didn't realise he's that young. We are 3-0 up against Chelsea here, by the way. Leo scored another. Brian involved. Welton Costin, great ball. Leo takes the touch. Mendy's not having a great game. Yeah, I thought he was like 20 as well. He looks older than 17. Speed actually being quick was more surprising than it should have been. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Speed not knowing the rules of football, or at least pretending to not know the rules of football, was outrageously good. Sweet. And the fact that he scored an offside goal and then did the celebration, great. What a goal from Brian, by the way. I seem to remember when Speed first got popular, he was a little rough around the edges. Like, he's annoying. He was annoying when he first got popular. And then I think you, like, develop your... Which is, like, a very young audience thing anyway. Like, it's what he's going for. But I actually think now that he's, like, built the character of Speed, it'll be better content sort of thing as well. I saw the VAR lines for that offside goal. Really funny, wasn't it? He probably knew he was offside, but it's the whole moment of it. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%, Puff. 100%. He did the celebration after he scored in the warm-up. Leo, how have we not scored there? That could have been 4. I think he's funny in clips, but I can imagine watching him for a long period of time. Yeah. Like, the clips are funny, but you sort of... There's some of them that are too much, like the fireworks and thing. I'm just like, yeah, I'm over that. But yeah, there are funny times. Maybe more than Grumpy, I just don't get that Speed blow. I didn't really either, Breezy. I still don't really, because it's not... I don't think we're the target audience, I'm gonna say, but... Yeah, one of them, innit? How'd you lose 3-0 to these? Away tax. Home advantage is so strong in FM. I mean, it's fairly strong in real life, so maybe that's a thing and that's why, but in FM, it's so strong. Like, we lost 3-0 to these and they were really good. Now we're 4-0 up at home to them. Yeah, probably Breezy. Probably. I still don't massively get it either. No, me neither. Yeah, they raised over 1 million. They had 2.5 million people watching. Speed is like 2012 KSI before JJ grew up. Do you know what? That's a really good... He is, isn't he? Like, just hyperactive, energy, unhinged, shouting at a camera. It is like 2012 JJ. I didn't really like, yeah. I think if you watch like KSI ones now, you probably cringe, wouldn't you? I mean, even then, a lot of people did. I think the video as it is now of the game has like 15 mil views. Madness. Says things he shouldn't. Very similar, yeah. Yeah, no, KSI's evolution to become... KSI is a legit genius at like madness. Like, brilliantly likable, which is really difficult to be, I think, when you're in the limelight that long as well. Yeah, Stephen Tries obviously had prepared so many little one-liners that went under the radar. Really good. And do you know what I really liked was his like, he's like, I'm going to do a bit here about hating Mark Clattenburg and being annoyed by him. And that was really funny. I missed a lot of it, to be fair, but the bits that I was watching, he was good. Oh, unlucky. Hit the post. I've not made subs, have I? Should make subs. Should do that. I've made one because of an injury. Kid on. Jolson's tired, so Pereira comes on. So how many Salmonsums did he do there? That's the real quiz. A lot. Big up Clattenburg for not taking it seriously. Yeah, he was good. Clattenburg was actually good. Big up Clattenburg for doing something like that as well. Yeah, Spencer and Stephen were a good double act for it. I thought they were good. Oh, no, they're big, Gambling. They're big. Yeah, they are. They're big. Stephen made a Prince Andrew joke at one point that ended me. I'd missed that one. What did he say? He did one that I was like, was really good. Like stupid little lines. Like he's like Manny and Toby have been under the radar today. I was like no one even paid any attention to them. Just little ones like that. I was like, he's got so many lines that he's written for each person. And he's really good at bringing them in. Vinicius has scored. It's 5-0. 5-0. Such a simple joke, but it works. Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy, Lynx. Crazy. Did you see all the grumpy people talking about that Sidemen match, by the way? Like, so many grumpy people about it. As if they've not just raised over £1 million for Teenage Cancer Trust. It's like, just don't watch it then. Stop moaning about it. Pereira loves the goal. He's off. Someone's offside. Game's gone, yeah. The battle between Noah Beck and Chris MD was great. Do you know how annoying Noah Beck is? Noah Beck's clearly a bit of a baller, isn't he? Like, very naturally good at football. But some of the stuff he was doing, it was like, he knows he was quite good. But I was like, what are you doing? Some of the weird little step over things he was doing. I was like, stop it. And he does so many weird little Cruyff turn things. I'm like, stop it. You're not that good. Harry Pinero was really good centre back. Yeah, he was. I thought Philly was quite good too. Yeah, it's a charity game. If you don't care about it, don't watch it. I'd love to see the comparison in viewer figures between Soccer Aid and yesterday's game. Yeah, do you know what? That's really interesting for Soccer Aid to be on prime time TV as well. Yeah, I'd really like to see that comparison too. I mean, 4 charities got a minimum of 10% share of 1 million plus. Madness. Yeah, great. Ooh, that's not good news. We've just been FM'd, chat. We talked about Gil had an over 8 average rating, and now he's out for 4 months with a broken ankle. He's broke his ankle. I guess we specialists, don't we? Play through injury. Not sure you can. Gabby's out for 4 to 7 days as well. Leo scored 2 more. Speed is a glorified Lee Mack. Yeah. Also, how mad that Vic got the first goal as well. Really cool. Hilarious. Yeah, Theo Baker's a baller as well, isn't he? He went under an 8 average and got injured, yeah. Do you know what's annoying about that game? And I understand why it had to be done. If there was less constant subs, that could have been a really entertaining game of football as well as an entertaining spectacle, etc. Yeah, Manny was good. Toby's really good. Chunks is I love Chunks. I love Chunks. But there's so many subs, and there has to be. Same with Soccer. There always is, right? But Jordan Bradley, who is our 16-year-old Welshman in the youth team, is he the one from Clandau? Yeah, he is. Has been called up to the Wales under-21 team. The sheer number of subs, though, did kind of kill it a bit. Yeah, Nico was lethal. Oh, pitch invaders were really annoying. Did you see? Yeah, JME took people's phones when they were pitch invading, and then tweeted saying your phones are at reception. Idiots there. Come on. What are you pitch invading for at a YouTube charity match? Come on. I think if they did a serious one with 5 subs not rolling, it could also be good. Yeah. The biggest thing I saw was Mr. Beast was there and everyone wanted photo with speed. Yeah, exactly. That's sort of the point that Pav was making. Mr. Beast was there and all of the clamour and all of the hysteria was around speed, wasn't it? That's mad. That is madness. Yeah. These are people with legit people have grown up with, yeah. It's true, Nikki, as well. Only learned a month ago that Manny and Toby are siblings. Yeah, they are indeed. I wonder, I'd also like to say that it could probably be improved also if you get proper goalkeepers. Yeah, Gideon was supposed to be there as well, wasn't he? Why wasn't Gideon there? Was it something about, his passport or something? Yeah. Castro understands football, you can tell, can't you? True. That's what I'm thinking, Nikki. Like, if they like Foster surely would have been invited, especially now he's retired. But you can't have Foster in goal for one team, like a Premier League level goalkeeper, and then Cal the Dragon for the other team. Not sure that that's going to be okay, is it? He got evicted and they just chucked his stuff outside. I was like, what happened? Jesus. Yeah, but are there proper YouTube goalkeepers? Well, Ben Foster's one, isn't it? Foster was asked to be manager, was he? I see. Who's unavailable? Oh, Gil. Who do we call up instead of Gil then? Any of our players that we call up instead of Gil? Oh, I'll tell you who's getting a call up. Big Brian. Get him in. You deserve it, mate. That's not nepotism at all or anything like that. You deserve it. Yeah, it does work having crap goalies, but does it make it like... I don't know. Was it too far of them being really bad? Maybe we want loads of goals. I don't know. Maybe Ben for one team and Cal and Pieface together in goal for the other team. Dr. Ben Gar in goal. That could work. Get Benji. Yeah. The Soccer Aim goalkeeper is a tank. Don't know if he does content. Who's that? If you have good goalies, there, it'll be 0-0. Possibly. Maybe they can only play a half each or something. Maybe Ben Foster plays a half. Nah, makes it a bit weird. Big G. Who's Big G? I don't know who Big G is. Worked best when they had Charlie Morley and Hugh Izzy. Yeah.
Follow me. Okay.
Ben Foster outfield could be funny. Yeah, that's true. Oh, is it Essie Don's keeper, is it? There you go. All right, we've lost, annoyingly. Let's put Leo wide, and I guess Kid can come in because Kid can go left instead. Let's bring Kid in. We'll start Brian in a couple of changes here. I'm going to also start Kunagato as the change for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we can have 9 now, can't we? Yeah, he has Ollie, yeah. You don't need to be on the benches, you're very injured. Let's bring Tassio onto the bench and maybe give him a game. Should we start Tassio? Is that too much of a change for a league game? Tempted to do that. Actually, no, let's do Militao at right back and then do... Cesar's a bit tired, but we can do Gabriel at some point. Let's do that. I don't know who that is, Pav. Not sure you mean. Oh, 100% Beyond, yeah. Harry Panero was really good. All right, we're going to go with that team. It's a away game, but I think I'm all right with it. You send it, okay. Well, so obviously it's PR then, whoever it is, it's going to be way off the standard. Yeah. With the Crawley thing. Who do they actually do? I wonder what's going to happen with this Crawley thing. There's a lot of very upset Crawley fans in the replies as well. Like, just guys, relax a bit, all right? Relax. Okay, underway. I've changed the team a lot here. Could backfire, but we'll see. We'll see. Here come Werder Bremen, who's... Okay, Roberts is in behind. Emerson, good save. Yes, good. To fair, think Scunthorpe were watching, were they? Manny and Theo Baker are decent, but they couldn't play for Hashtag or Romford at step 8 or 9. No, I agree. Nah, I don't think Beyondy's not that good. I think there's still, like, levels to it. Costin? Tassio? Oh, penalty! Pen's been given. It was Tassio who was fouled. Who do you think the go-to cheap wonder kid will be? I'm not sure. In like, as like... Arcesco, Luca comparisons. I'm not sure who those are going to be. What wonder kids are we expecting to be added for FM23? I know we've got like Endrick coming in, for example. Do you reckon he'll be actually cheap? Honestly, watch these goals. Need him on the upside. Oh, is he the big guy? Do you mean? Endrick will be in there, but who else is going to be like Arcesco's? Do you reckon like Simic or like... who's the other one? The other Salzburg one? Carl Hudlin, yeah. All the cheap wonder kids moved. They did. That's what I mean. So I'm wondering who we're going to be, the go-to ones are going to be. Rooney Bargy? Possibly. Like the super young ones aren't necessarily the ones that are like the cheap amazing ones. Like Sesko and Luka this year aren't like 16 years old. Kanate, that's the one. Like you want the ones who are like 18, 19 at the start. Mudryk. Mudryk's going to be great. Mudryk is a baller in real life. The other Bellingham, maybe Job, yeah. Oh yeah, Kvaratskhelia, however you say his name. Won't be cheap, but he is a baller. He is a player. Erling Haaland, good. Job will be class next year, true. Kvaratskhelia. I reckon they'll slap a 40 mil release on Mudryk, possibly. Oh yeah, Pav, the 6'8" guy at Marseille. He'll be good. There's a few, like, there's that, what's the PSG youngster called? His cousin Charlin, yeah. Napoli call him Cravadonna. So just say that. Yeah, I will do. Good idea. Have you seen the PSG, like, 16-year-old that's been playing? Not Etikite, the other one. Etikite's just joined, doesn't he? He's good. There's like a Thierry someone. He's the midfielder. What's his name? He's like a double-barrel surname. Not Thierry Henry, Ollie's. No, that's not who I mean here. We're 2-0 up, by the way. I don't know who just scored. Mbappe. Not Mbappe. Come. Brian scored. I didn't even see it because I was looking at the chat. Not Thierry Small. No. PSG youngster. Is he called Thierry? I might have made that up. Has Brian scored again? No. It might be not Thierry then. Maybe I've made that part up. Thierry Morin. No, that's not him. Ballerina. I can't remember who I mean. There's a few like really real youngsters. Zaire Emery, that's him. Zaire Emery, Ollie. That's exactly the one I mean. There's a few like 16-year-olds, 15, 16, 17-year-olds who are playing in Ligue 1 now. He did score again. Go on, Brian. What a guy. Just want Nwaneri on the game. I don't know if he will be. I think they have to, because he's 15, right? I don't think he will be. Brian! Oh my God, this guy's insane! This is why we play Brian up front. Look at him. He scored a hat-trick and he scored another worldie. This is 2 worldies he scored now in this stream. Kitenge, definitely. Kitenge has to be on the game. What a guy. Look at this. No backlift. In off the bar. I just want Brian on next year's game. What a boy. What a guy. 10th of the season already. I'm starting him every game. He has to be in. Yeah, I think they have to have family permission and like special dispensation, don't they, if they're under 16. For Erdegaard to be added, it was the same. So they might do. Defending? How was that offside? I think, didn't it come off their play? It must have not. Must have not. There's like a 17-year-old in Ligue 1 who's been playing every game for like, I can't remember. Is it Lille or Nice? Surprised about the rules in 15. Right. Not reading the rest of that. So many penalties this stream. Oh, this isn't a penalty, but there has been a lot of penalties, to be fair. This is true. 6.3 from Kid. Get off my pitch then. Bocao on. Play Bocao striker. Did anyone realise Amad Diallo went on loan to Sunderland? Rings a bell. Really? One of the players says remember the name. Interesting, Nicky. Obviously something in him. To get him involved so quickly, they must be really excited about him. Let's do a couple more subs. We're 4-0 up, 5 minutes to go. Very tired team. But 4-0 away from home here. Nice. Yeah, they spent so much on Diallo, didn't they? So much on Diallo. Vinicius? Oh, yeah, Nicky. And part of it is, like, to get the record. Like, that is a thing. Like, teams want to have, like, these records as part of their club. Costin! Especially when you could bring him on with being 3-0 up and stuff. It's perfect, wasn't it? That lad, Malcolm Elwobi, whatever, gone to Palace should be good. Not sure who that is, but possibly. Do I know who he is? Maybe I do. Have a look at Isaac Toure. I've seen. Is he the? He's the centre back, isn't he? The Marseille one, right? Right. I think we've talked about him. He's massive. He went from Derby. He's a decent player. Okay. 5-0. There was another goal at the end there for Welton Costin. We've won 5-0 away from home. It means we're 11 from 11. Honestly, ignore that one Chelsea loss. What a run we're on. Have you tagged me in something, Pav? He's massive. How tall is this Garms guy? He's a big bloke, isn't he? Jesus Christ. To be fair, Jota, Abada and O'Reilly from Celtic should all get big boosts. Looking forward to everyone racing to sign that Marseille centre back and try and cope with the 3 big lads up front. Exactly. Isaac Toure. Ollie. Possibly not. Oh, the BT South London documentary. Yeah, okay. Eduardo Silva. How many goals has he scored this year, by the way? 8 and 11. He is scoring goals in the Bundesliga as well. I think he'll be in the squad next year. I think he's better than Lordolino. Lordolino a bit younger. Brian, by the way, absurd. Absurd. He's got 10 in 5 starts. What's happened to Bayern? They don't have a goalkeeper. You don't even need Tory stats to know he's good. The fact he came from Le Havre Academy tells you everything, yeah. Then again, though, so did Cinema Pongol. And Anthony Letalek. Interested to see how good Lavia will be. Definitely needs improving on what he is this year. Who's Sonny Anderson? He's a Bahia striker. It's quite quick. Cesar's missing. I did say that, Ollie, yeah. Allison wants to be starting more games. That's not going to work. Allison, you can't start more games though, mate. Do you know why? Because Emerson exists. I'm sorry. Can I say anything to him? He must be high. Can I tell him that he's highly influential? Is that going to work here? Cinema Pongo was a baller in that 04-05 season. He scored a good goal actually yesterday. He scored the winner in the Liverpool United Legends game. So there you go. Not sure that's what you necessarily is the marker of a good player, but, you know, he did score some goals in that season, to be fair. Southampton researcher on crack, they'll be amazing. Honestly, on past FM history, they're going to be mental. They actually are. If any of their players are as good as they usually are in FM, Southampton are going to be wildly good. Interesting to see how good KDB could be. I see his finishing possibly going up maybe by 1. Yeah. I'm not sure we've really got Haaland as good as he really is in FM yet, have we? Yeah, Mark Gonzalez loves balling out in Legends games. He loves it. Loves it. Can I say anything here to Alisson? He's highly influential. Does that work here? Is that Alisson clause where Liverpool paid the moon after 50 games still active? Yeah. That's why we're not playing him much. That's why he's only played 21 league games. Just look at some clips of Isaac Toure on YouTube. So take this with a pinch of salt. He could be the most OP defender ever on any FM. He looks rapid too. We'll be signing him immediately for the Newcastle save. Immediately. Might be our first signing. Yeah, Mitra updates needed. Okay, he didn't like that. Just gonna stop talking to him. I just left. I've just backed out of the room. I've said one thing to him in my office. I've left him in my office, closed the door, and just backed away. Like not gonna. Power move. You could. Ow. You could call it a power move. The Phil Parkinson, the trapdoor. Basically, yeah. I've Michael Scotted it, haven't I, a bit? Yep. Or like partridged it a little bit as well. Is he 6'9", is he now? That Toure. Christ alive. $206 equals 6'9". We'll definitely be getting him. Ex-Brazilian international in charge. Wouldn't not even consider starting Rafael. Rafael's quite good. How have we not really considered him? He's quite good. Have we ever even looked at him? Yeah, I remember when he was at Cagliari, actually. Player profile vid, by the way, straight out there. Do you know what would be a good thing to do for him? Is to do a short immediately on him. Is this the most OP player in FM23? Could even do it now, like looking ahead to it. And then you do something when he comes out. Because he's not in the game at all now, is he? Which seems mad because he's 19, but yeah. Let's really quickly go through these. Are any of these any good? Youth facilities upgraded. Nice. I thought I said downgraded for a second. He is in the game, is he? He is. He is actually in the game. I didn't realise he's in this year's game. 6'8" on here, look. Yeah, we talked about that, Fraj. Really, really good, wasn't it? Madness. One singular sandwich. Okay. Any of these any good? I think we looked at all those before, haven't we? Yeah, carry on. Right, youth facilities are back up to scratch. Good. If he gets a boost, madness. Agreed. You're upset as well, were you, Bruno? For Christ's sake, man. Right, good. That one actually worked that time. Only 16 jumping reach, yeah. Can't actually jump. I guess because he's massive, it must be harder to jump, but he's massive, so his jumping reach should be good. This should be easy, though. What are we talking about? Oh, was it the leader one? Yeah, I clicked the leader. Yeah. Because he's actually a leader, it'd be much easier. Given the Paul Onuachu treatment, yeah. Yeah, 6'8" jumping reach 20. Yes, please. I think we should make a short on that now. I'm just letting you know, Adriel wants to go out on loan. Oh, it's November, everybody. It's November. Of course this is happening now. We've got to November. It's moaning month. God's sake. They're going to change how jumping reach works, are they? No. Brazil expects... Right, we've got a game against Argentina here, which could be interesting, to say the least. Quite a big game. You're upset with that. Oh, what? I hate this. Why does it all have to happen at once? Like in November? Does it have to? They need to sort this, that as soon as you get to November, all of your players start kicking off. Come on. They can't even change the set piece screen. We're safe. How? You're very What can I say to Junior then, Ollie? That he's upset and wants first team football. I mean, we could actually loan him, but is there anything I can say to do this? Just threaten him? Be more senior? We need you as a backup. Half the squad is highly influential. It is, yeah, Maureen. They've been here a while, actually. This squad hasn't changed too much, has it, over the years? You're literally... Like, why is he complaining? I guess he wants to go out on loan, but, like, he's got an agreed playing time of impact sub. Just loan? It's all in the name, Junior. Come on, mate. Don't think any work. No, I don't think so either. I could threaten him and see if he wants to go permanently, which I feel like might work, but it's a risky one, isn't it? Remember you're getting Brave task. Yeah, true. Let's loan him then. Let's loan him. We've got a bid already. Oh, this happened. Didn't he go there last time? To Japan. Junior's the one that went to Japan for a bit, wasn't it? And they've already put in a bid for him straight away, look. Well, I mean, it's there. I don't know why I clicked on it over here. They want to pay all of his wages. No, 50% of his wages if he plays, 100% if he doesn't play. Make him a star player. And been here too long to threaten. Yeah, fair. Makes sense. And pay us a little bit of money. 3 million to take him. The thing is, it's not a loaded league. So I don't know if it actually helps him in any way. I could also recall him like I did last time. We've been here before. I'm going to accept it. And we could just recall him. Here comes Angelo. Highly influential. You're a real leader. Drop it. He'll play in if you don't have the league loaded. Yeah, I just don't know if it actually helps him as much. You just can't see the stats. Yeah. It's not bad financially. I think it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? All right, we are playing Argentina. Let's quick pick this team. It's a very different Brazil team that's been called up here. Like Danilo coming in. Do you know what? It's fine. I'm just going to quick pick it. I need to change to the Renzi skin. You just send Valentin Barco in. The problem here is that I can't send a team leader in to go and sort out all of these issues because everyone's highly influential. So they don't listen because they're influential in their own right. So it doesn't quite work as well here. Wish there was an option to say once the window's open, I'll loan you out so I can replace you. Yeah, that's true because it's like... It's also the window's not open, mate. You've asked for a loan when the window's not open. I haven't actually, right? No. We're going to instant result this game, sorry. It's a big game. I think we go level on points, but behind. It depends if it's on head-to-head. We might go above them if we win this. We have won this. It's a late goal from Rodrigo to win it. Does it take us above them? We've got a worse goal difference. And it is on goal difference because we've beaten them twice. We're going to holiday this save into the future. I think so, yeah. Is that the leaked cover? I mean, it's good marketing to get speed on there. Is a good short, by the way, is I show speed into FM23, into FM22. Into Football Manager, and you just give him no positional sense, no game intelligence, but you make him lightning fast, and we literally just play a few games for a short. What do you reckon? Just pace and everything else won, yeah. Because do you reckon that actually does numbers? Someone make him. 20 aggression, definitely 20 aggression. And all you need to do is find some decent, like go through his profile very quick and then find some hilarious clips from the games. And you just put his face in the thumbnail for it. 20 best players in the world. Do we have any in the best players in the world? Militao is 26. So that's it. We've got the 26th best player in the world apparently, and that's it. And it's Militao. Hertha Brasil, yeah, he's the only one.
Follow me.
Leone! I can do it when released. I think we do it in this. I think we do it right now. And it comes out today. Like, now is going to be the time when people will click on a speed thing. I think we do it right now. And I did actually think what we should have done and it should have come out yesterday, was we should have created we should have done the Sidemen match in FM. I'm bored. I'll see what I can do. Yes, Ian. Love that. Because we also need to play a load of games like so that we can try and find some good clips, some funny clips to put in of him like getting sent off. It'd be great. Or like tackling badly or missing shots. You could do a YouTube All-Stars rebuild now. That's true. What Goldbridge as manager. 10 tackling, 20 pace, 20 aggression. I think he needs like 2 tackling to make it funnier. Although actually he did do a couple ones that were decent tackles. For one of the goals, he won the ball back, didn't he? He actually did. Hey, K Bullen, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, dude. Got to do it straight away. Topical like when going on about the North-South. Exactly, right? We got to get it out. Like, if we do this speed thing, got to make it right now. Get it out today. Because now is the time. Why am I changing? Oh, God, I thought we just played that game. For Christ's sake, I'll change back. I thought we just played the other game. Did we play the Uruguay game yet? No, it's in 3 days. I'll go back to it in 3 days. He's 20 pace acceleration, 1 everything, and then the traits. Yeah. We have another game, true. Tries tricks. I'd say give him 15 work rate. Basically, we also want to give him the things that are going to make him do stuff in the game. And then you don't need to concentrate on those. If you do it in a short, you just need to show the ones that are funny. And then the rest of them you need to try to do to manipulate him to make him be funny in the engine. Argues with officials and all those things, yeah. Tries to beat the offside trap. Absolutely. Junior is off then. We'll let him go. He wanted a loan. He's off to Japan. Determination 20, absolutely. I think it's gonna be a long... Just have 20s or 1s, exactly. Don't try and be too clever with doing the other things. You just make it 20s or 1s. I agree. Yeah, make it funny. What club? Yeah, let's put him up front for Man U, right? Or like put him in... Yeah, let's play... I think it'll be for Man U. Reading these low mental stats though, yeah. Put him next to Ronaldo. Yeah. Him and Ronaldo can play up front together. I think that's probably the best way to go, right? Tries long range free kicks, all of that stuff. Yeah. Let's go back to that skin. Confrontational, all that stuff. Ian will know what to do. Ian will produce a funny ISO speed here, for sure. Shouldn't play up front though, he won't do funny tackles that much. True. We can make him a striker and then just for the games, we can play him not up front. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Just to make... Basically, what we need to do here is make a funny short out of it, don't we? Like, we could play him... We could start him up front and make him a striker, but then when we're trying to get the footage, play him centre mid so that he does funny things. That's a little peek behind the curtain, but I feel like that's probably necessary, right? We also want him to score, so we want him to play up front too. Or we want him to have shots that are going to go way wide, which I think is also just as funny. Playing pressing forward on defend could also work, yeah. Dives into tackles, all that stuff. Yeah. Long time. And I will, I'll get some food now. And I'll get on that. We'll see if we can get it out today. Because if it's a short, it shouldn't take too much editing and we'll get it done nice. All right, let's see how Brazil go against Uruguay. Argentina play Ecuador. Be nice if they drop some points here, please. I did think it was cold, though, how he was standing over JJ when Nico scored. That was really good, wasn't it? The tackle at the start was a bit naughty. But when he was standing over, that was really good. Winds up opponents, barks at them, yeah. I think we won 6-2. I think there's content in that. And it's a bit of fun. I do want to do more shorts as well because I think they're just... Oh, we've gone top. Argentina. Oh, we've got their goal difference. We've gone top on goal difference. I don't know how many games are left in this. We play Ecuador, Chile. There's loads. There's like a few games. We've gone top there. That's good. That's good. Yeah, the goal difference issue, exactly. A bit of Photoshop to say barks at opponent. Oh, it probably is worth doing, isn't it? Or that could be that. Do you know what you do with that, Nicky? Is you put that in the thumbnail, don't you? You put that in the thumbnail. Big Gus Poyet as manager. Well, is he the Uruguay manager? That's cool. That's cool. All right, we've won 6-2. That is good. Real Madrid trying to sign Rodrigo. You'll see this released by someone else in a minute. Yeah, we've got to be quick. Probably. Maggie. All right. we've got Dusseldorf in 4 days. We are sort of running out of time, though. I think, chat, you've got me energized on a new video idea. So, shall we call it there for today rather than get through? We played a load of games today, actually, making good progress. On the question that Pav did ask, by the way, see you in a bit, by the way, Beyond. There may be a time, I don't know when that is, but as we get closer and closer to the new game coming up. By the way, K Bullen, thank you for the subscription. I feel like I glossed over it completely. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, buddy. The closer we get to the new game, the more I kind of want to get through this save. We will probably holiday it forward at some point to do like a 5 years, 10 years, maybe a video on it, or maybe at least like streams where we look at it in 5 or 10 years. I wonder if I start playing a few games off stream at some point too. It's not like there's going to be many surprises of playing games off stream, right? Have a look at, like, this is our season so far. We're winning games very comfortably. Like, playing them off stream, I think in between is probably not the worst thing. Getting towards the end of seasons and seeing what we can win. So I might start doing that fairly soon, but I'll let you guys know. And if I do play games off stream, I'll probably put updates in the Discord, because I think that's a fun way of doing it, right? Especially with it being mid-season, exactly, right? I might play a few for next weekend so that we are towards the end of this season, maybe. Rather see the big games, exactly. But yeah, thank you very much for hanging out today. It's been a pleasure. That stream has flown by for me, it feels like. So that is always a good sign. Thank you for another good weekend of streams. Been good. We will we'll call it there for today and raid over. Who's live? Buster.net's live. Should we go to Buster.net? He's doing a charity stream, so that makes sense to me. Thank you very much for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate you. It's been a good one. I will see you when I see you very soon. Thanks for hanging out. Go and subscribe on YouTube. Look out for the short later on. You have to go and watch it. I'll put it in the Discord. Join the Discord, actually. If you're not in the Discord, get in there. It's a hive of activity. It's good. People are chatting away. It's fun. Come and join us. It's not a cult, but come and join us. I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye!